Giveaway, you say? Oh, yeah. Figure Fight Club is the official giveaway channel of Action Figure YouTube.
Thank you, members, for the love you bring, for every shared story and the joy you sing. To our sponsors, your support's the key. Together we build this legacy. Collectors unite in this fight we thrive. Figure Fight Club, our passions alive. Yeah. Unboxings and battles, the thrill of every find. Trading tales and treasures.
Where magic and toys collide. With every step, our hearts ignite.
Through hidden halls and secret doors, we'll find the treasure. No more fear.
Pirates hoist the flag high and bold in a world where the sky meets the gold. Each toy a clue, each mystery a game on this quest. We're never the same.
Feel the energy, hear the crowd scream loud. This is where wrestling lives and legend stand proud. Sunday Night Slam, step into the fight. Figure Fight Club, taking over the night. Sunday Night Slam, hear the crowd go wild. Wrestling talk in the square circle style. Debates rage on under bright lights. Who's the greatest? Who wrongs the night? Stories told from the ring to the stage. Voices echo with passion and rage. Breaking down every promo and feud. Wins and losses, attitude and mood. From the classics to what's new. Today, Sunday Night Slam leads the way. Feel the thunder, hear the metal roar. Sunday night wrestling always wanting more. Sunday Night Slam, step into the fight. Figure Fight Club, taking over the night.
Welcome to Sunday Night Slam.
What's up, jabronis? What's up, chat?
Jabronis, goddamn it. It's going to be a fun one tonight, too, because we are doing the greatest tag team of all time. The chat, you guys have a chance to vote as well. But before we go to the tournament and the bracket, we want to bring out our host, or our guests. So, let's bring them out. Lou, welcome.
Louie.
And I'm going to play a different song for the other person because I don't have his official song, so we're going to play this one.
We're already going to get some booze in chat. We don't got the Toy Game song.
I don't have the Toy Game song. I know. But I wanted to introduce Toy Games as part of the Legion of Doom.
What a rush!
Fucking toy.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I love the fact that you came in cosplay to the wrestling show.
Well, when else would I be able to get the chance to dress like this at work tomorrow? You kidding me?
Absolutely, you should. You should leave it on for work tomorrow. See what
I
anybody
should,
says.
and just doomsday device my boss right through the.
They would not fuck with you, bro.
Not at all. But before we get into the tournament and the bracket, I wanted to play a short video. So let's bring this on stage. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Hopefully you guys can hear the sound. If you don't hear the sound, just let me know and I'll try to fix it.
Oh, God.
Speaker John Boehner and Democratic
Sessions as we prepare for implementation.
All right, DWF is on. Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the DWF. This Saturday evening, live on pay-per-view, we have the tag team champs, the Cockers, Bobby Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. They're here in the studio with us now.
Damn.
Bobby, we'll start with you. What do you
Bobby Jannetty's been in the gym.
The unstoppable train that is the Johnson Express.
I was waiting for you to shut up, Ricky. Prepare? We've been preparing our whole lives for this. You see these straps around our waist? This isn't a cowboy belt. You see this? Look at it! These are the tag team titles.
Very good, Sean. We'll go to you. Adam Express and Tyrone Johnson have both told me personally that they want to make an example out of you.
Ricky, I was in my hotel room last night, and I looked out the window and I saw lightning strike a mountain.
That's right, you
I
tell
walked
him,
up to
Sean.
that mountain, I touched the base of it, and lightning coursed through these veins. When I come and I drop that iron elbow, it's gonna be lights out for the Express.
Come on, tell
Now,
him.
did you hear a word I just said? Are you not only blind, are you also deaf, you idiot?
Oh, I'm not deaf, Shawn Michaels. I can hear them. I can hear the odds makers betting against you this Saturday evening on pay-per-view. Bobby Chinetti, what do you have to say?
They say it's the old story of the unstoppable force meets the immovable object, like that right there. But I'll tell you something about me and my partner, Shawn Michaels. Whatever people are saying, whatever the odds makers are saying, it doesn't matter when you have perfection in the squared circle, and that's what we are.
Oh, yes, this may be true,
Shut up
Bobby,
for once
but
in your life, Ricky. Listen,
Yeah, shut up,
fact
Ricky.
remains, we've beaten every challenger we faced, and come next Saturday, we're gonna derail the Johnson Express. Now I'm tired of talking. When that rings are rocking, the Cockers are coming.
whoa, ladies and gentlemen, tempers are flaring. It's going to be a hot Saturday evening. Metal belts on the
I said,
okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So, little context to that, which is not much. The guy with the long hair was in town from South Carolina. He moved, and he was like, "I want to shoot a wrestling promo. I'm bored." And we did it. That's it.
You
That
went
is
straight
awesome.
80s style. I love it.
Dude,
That was
That
awesome.
tag team might be in the bracket.
Dude, Shogun, I went to Walmart, and in the girls section, I saw these two leotards, and I was like, "Perfect."
Oh yeah, dude, that's sick, bro.
That was
Absolutely
very
legendary.
Thank
That
you.
was very
Thank you for
classic.
playing that. That was fun.
Yeah. That was, I mean, again, your skits like that, they're fucking hilarious, man. I still need to go through and just start just watching a bunch of them.
They're a time capsule of when I was younger and had a lot more time on my hands, and I just had a lot of fun doing, stupid stuff on YouTube.
I mean, again, that's what it's all about, right? Having fun.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right. Well, I guess it's time for the tournament. Again, chat, you guys are going to be doing your ones and twos as you are part of this vote as well.
Mhm.
You're going to be the tiebreaker because you're a fifth person. So let's bring this up on the screen. And they are... You want to reset that one?
Yeah, so I was waiting for you to put it up so the chat can see that I am going to shuffle it 3 times. So no one can be like, oh, he's picking battles, blah, blah, blah. Nah, it's going to be nice and fair, random. All right, so I'm going to do it right now. Here's 1. 1, 2,
3 count.
3. That was a real jobber team, I'm not going to lie. All right.
Wow.
Let me see if I can fix this here. Let's see here. It's not letting me. I have to reset it.
Can I Larry Gaines you guys real quick?
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you have like a recipe or something you look for in a tag team for your pick or your favorite? Like, is it chemistry? Is it what they wear, the music? You know what I mean?
I do. For me, sometimes they just throw together a tag team. Like, well, this guy and this guy, and they can't, they don't have anything else going on, so we're just going to put them into a tag team.
Yes.
You've got the guys that are put into a tag team specifically to set up a turn to create a new storyline, a new rivalry, right? Like Macho Man and Hogan, so on and so forth. So I like the teams that come out as teams and feel unified as a team, locked in. The New Day was like that. The Legion of Doom, of course, was like that. It wasn't just random guys thrown together. So I think that's what it is for me. Yeah,
sure.
I'm kind of in agreement with that. Like, I don't like sometimes they would just throw the tag team titles on like this like random mashed up single competitors, and I was just like, I don't really consider that like a a real tag team.
Sure.
So that's how I'm going into this. Like, you're gonna see a couple of like that, but the ones that are like that were really good working with each other.
Okay. Interesting.
And I agree with what Lou was saying too. I mean, for me, it's about the tag team have to work well together, be in sync most of the time, and again, being either actual brothers or longtime friends, I think helps in those situations.
Yep.
But having a team that just gets thrown in together doesn't really work. Like again, like you're counting on your partner to kind of know your moves and know all your sets, and you need to be able to talk to them silently. So that's how I look at it.
Right.
All right. So our first matchup in the bracket tonight is Bullet Club, Anderson and Gallows versus the Brothers of Destruction. And we are going to put 5-minute timers on these. Chat.
Me started.
Chat. You guys are 1 for Bullet Club and 2 for Brothers of Destruction. So put your 1s and 2s for whoever you vote for.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something crazy, but what we just stated applies here. Bullet Club is a better tag team than the Brothers of Destruction. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because these guys were a tag team in New Japan, and in the States, and they stuck together the whole time, even when AJ was in the fold. Like, I mean, obviously AJ was the leader of Bullet Club for a bit, but even when they went to WWE, they still stuck around AJ, and they were still a team.
Right.
The Brothers of Destruction, they were already like mega, like, stars by themselves, and they wouldn't even really tag team much with each other. They would just have like these momentary, like, oh, we're gonna deal with these guys together at the same time for shock value. They didn't really have that many tag team matches together.
I couldn't have said it any better, Shogun. I think Bullet Club, if they were in the WWE, they probably would have been bigger. Kane and Undertaker obviously are amazing, but they're more of like a gimmick seeing them together, Or Bullet Club is a true tag team, so I have to give it to Bullet Club.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. The same thing you guys said. I don't have that much additionally to offer. I think Gallows and Anderson got a bit of a bum deal in WWE for the time that they were in there.
Yeah,
I think they are much more talented than they were given the ability to shine.
Yep.
But tag teams at that point, unfortunately, were, slept on in WWE.
Yeah.
Brothers of Destruction, absolutely fun. Absolutely. It was the one thing you'd love to see it, but they weren't a real tag team.
I mean, they were good single stars, in my opinion. But again, the Bullet Club, these guys have been tagging in New Japan. I mean, shit, they're tagging today. These current times, they're still a tag team. They travel together. They're like best friends. My vote goes to the Bullet Club.
And I will say, Luke Gallows did get an upgrade, bro. Because remember, he was Festus, bro, and he was
he did.
Colossus.
Yes, he did.
And when they would ring that bell, he would turn into an unstoppable beast. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he got an upgrade. It wasn't big like he should have gotten, but it was still an upgrade from Festus for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the thing is, though, by the time Bullet Club showed up to WWE, they were like kind of the tag team division wasn't like a serious contender. Even like today, it's not a serious contender. They used to push tag teams back in like the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Certainly. That was when it was exciting to watch tag team wrestling. Today, it's not exciting anymore. Like, it doesn't even matter at this point.
Yep, and they've tried a few times, but they haven't really stuck the landing on it. I agree, and Super K had a point of a Bullet Club didn't have the mic work, and I semi agree, but I'll tell you, go and watch. I was telling Abby and Shogun about this the other day, and I don't know if they had a chance to watch it or not. And Gaines, you might know about it. Go watch Southpaw Regional Wrestling. Go look up Southpaw Regional Wrestling on YouTube, and it's basically a bunch of not newish WWE guys, and they're parodying old 80s wrestling territories, and it's freaking hilarious. And Luke and Anderson are absolutely amazing. They do amazing work on that.
I got to check that out.
Oh, you haven't seen it, Gaines?
No.
Oh, you've got to see it. Cena plays a character like kind of like the early 80s McMahon.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's freaking hilarious.
They're actually really funny, too, in general. Like, they bust jokes all the time, and they just have fun, right? Like, they're all, like shooting the shit. Like, you would like them, Gaines, in other words, if you hung out with them.
Right. Yeah. I'd agree with you on that.
Yeah, I got to say, the Bullet Club, and, I mean, a lot of people don't know, but the Bullet Club is kind of one of the biggest factions since NWO to come out.
Oh yeah.
In recent memory, and these guys were part of it. And Bullet Club was a big deal. It still kind of is. They're still kind of doing it a little bit, but it's like the remnant of Bullet Club.
It just still had the NWO treatment when they just started inviting everyone.
Yeah.
Annoying. Then you got like the the Gorillas of Destiny or something. God. they started they were like a separate faction.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're ready to cut this one. What do you think?
Yeah, we're ready.
I think so.
All right, so who is voting for the Brothers of Destruction? Raise your hand.
Surprisingly, I just can't.
Yeah.
Well, it's unanimous. The chat doesn't matter. The chat voted for Brothers of Destruction. It was pretty close.
It was
Star power.
I get it. The star power is crazy, man. But yeah, the actual tag team should go forward. The actual tag team.
I agree.
See who else.
Oh, speaking of.
Well, we got a strong one here.
So, in the chat, you guys will be 1 for the New Day or 2 for Legion of Doom.
Now listen, I love New Day. I thought when they first showed up, the very first time they showed up, I rolled my eyes and I said, "This is why? Why are they even doing this? This is the dumbest shit." But the way they developed week after week, and funnier. Yeah, exactly. They were fun. They were funnier, and they found all the ridiculous gimmicks. They had the trombone and the trumpet.
Cereal.
The cereal, exactly.
The cereal, yeah. The unicorn horns. Every damn thing. So entertaining. But unfortunately, in this case, they're up against the Legion of Doom.
That's like one of the worst possible times.
No, whoever, I will say Legion of Doom is a hard one to beat, in my opinion.
Well,
but again, I still don't think they're the best.
The pop, whether they were the Road Warriors or Legion of Doom, the pop they used to get in a stadium, it could be anywhere, Japan, some random town in America. They were like rock stars. I don't even think they would have to wrestle that night, and people would be happy. They were a phenomenon. So I have to obviously go with Legion of Doom. But New Day was great,
Yeah, I mean, again, I did like the New Day, but I feel like, at least in my opinion, they were getting stale because it was the same shit over and over and over again.
They did get released.
I don't think you gotta apologize to Avi. It doesn't sound like Avi is going for the New Day. I mean, we know, like, dude, it's not fair, bro. I mean, we gotta give the flowers to like the New Day before they go. That's the whole thing.
I know. We are giving flowers to the New Day because again, the Road Warriors are moving on. Again, when their music hit, the crowd popped like crazy. And again, like the Doomsday device was the
they actually got a tag team finisher. That's another thing. They got a tag team
key in this, Shogun, is the finisher. The finisher is the icing on the cake, and their finisher was devastating. It was scary. It was impactful. So yeah, good call on that.
Yeah,
all right.
I think we
one
can end this
stop it here, to be honest.
I mean, one last thing I want to say to Abi's point, to kind of piggyback on it, as that you stated, they got stale. That's one of the problems that wrestling and wrestlers have today versus back in the peak days of Legion of Doom, Road Warriors. They could go on the road and be somewhere and work in that territory and then move on to the next territory, so they never did get stale. Whereas today's wrestling, it's in your face week after week after week after week, the same thing. And it's difficult for these guys to stay relevant year over year in modern wrestling.
I agree with Shogun as well. I think New Day was better as a face. Someone had asked the question, who do you think was a better New Day division faction or tag team? Was it the face or the heel version? The face all day.
I gotta say the face, because they pushed merchandise like a motherfucker, bro. Like, they had kids wearing their stuff. They were selling cereal. Like,
yeah,
they were better as a face. They provided more to the company as a face, for sure.
I agree. But let's end this one because we already know they're not beating.
Yeah, all right. So I just want to see the hands. Who's voting for the Legion of Doom? Raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Completely unanimous.
What a rush.
Don't look at Toy Kings' face paint. You might think that it's
biased here.
All right, the next bracket is Los Guerreros versus the Hart Foundation.
See,
Damn.
I would say out of the four, my favorite wrestler is Eddie Guerrero. I adore Eddie Guerrero as a singles wrestler. The Hart Foundation, no, neither tag team was that long together, if I'm not mistaken. It feels like they came and went as a tag team. Hart Foundation was just so cool. I don't know if it's because of the pink. They made pink cool, which is tough to do, right?
Mhm.
And I liked how vastly different that's important to me for a tag team.
Yes.
You got a powerhouse and you got the technician. I got to go with the Hart Foundation.
You know, I already know where this is going, but I'm still gonna give Los Guerreros because again, Eddie Guerrero is my favorite wrestler of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Lie, cheat, and steal. You know, even Chavo started doing that as Los Guerreros. I thought it was a good, fun team. And they've been multiple tag champions multiple times, and I still think Eddie Guerrero is definitely one of the better wrestlers on anyone in this entire tournament.
I agree.
In my opinion.
Work with anyone.
So
yeah,
the
I have a
Hart
tough
Foundation.
time.
Hart Foundation is again like I want to give them their thing too, because the fact that like they're a good tag team. They've been around for a long time, and again, when you think of 80s and 90s tag teams, you think of the Hart Foundation.
Yeah,
they were a very popular group, and again, they were what was it, brother-in-laws, right? Like they were brother-in-laws. Yep.
And gives props to Jimmy Hart, like was a part of that too, and a manager back then was important, and that's something that's kind of missing from today's wrestling. Jimmy Hart with them was just magic. It was funny, entertaining. You wanted to hate them, but you end up loving them because of how cool they were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing. The Hart Foundation also was part of that whole era where, they were a tag team and they worked together as a team flawlessly and exuded that. They started out as heels with Jimmy Hart and then became fan favorites over time. And again, the powerhouse and the technician, everything about them just fit perfectly.
Yep.
Los Guerreros is kind of similar to Brothers of Destruction. They're kind of put together. Yes, they're related and they had great chemistry together, and both, we talk about Eddie, and Eddie is one of the greatest of all time, no question about it, but we can't deny the talent that Chavo brought to the table as well.
Yeah.
Unbelievable wrestler.
Underrated.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Very much. Yeah, very much so.
Underrated wrestler.
He was phenomenal and didn't have maybe enough charisma to get to the level that Eddie did. Eddie was just really out there. He was that personality, like the Macho Man, like Hulk Hogan. He had that huge, larger-than-life persona that Chavo kind of struggled a little bit with. But in the ring, Chavo was amazing.
Yeah, he was.
Don't take away from him either.
I will say both of these teams have had badass entrances.
Yeah.
Like freaking the Guerreros coming out with that freaking car, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Going up and down. I was like, oh man, the hydraulics. But then like Gain said earlier, bro, it's just like these guys made pink badass, bro. Like real talk. I want to wear pink because of these guys still.
Right.
It's really sick. Like I'm like, I don't care who wins this one. I love both.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I love both. I'm probably gonna lean more towards the Guerreros just because Brett already got his flowers in the greatest of all time. To be honest, so it'll be like, oh, it's bullshit. But I think I gave Brett his flowers a little too much.
No, I get that, and again, for me, I'm voting for Los Guerreros because, again, for me, Eddie Guerrero is my favorite of all time, and I think he deserves this win personally. I liked Hart Foundation, but I didn't like them as much as I liked the faction Hart Foundation. I like the faction better than the tag team.
Yeah.
But like someone said in chat, like the original two of the Hart Foundation, they had banger matches with fucking Demolition.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Demolition, Legion of Doom.
Yep.
The Rockers, the Bushwhackers. They're not on this list, are they? We didn't put the Bushwhackers on here, did we? Anyway.
And Endless Fables has a point in the chat, though. He said Los Guerreros had way more personality. Hart Foundation had to have a Jimmy Hart.
Anvil
Anvil had personality, bro.
Anvil was the wild man.
Anvil
Yeah.
wasn't,
Nasty boys.
we talked about this pre-show how Brett couldn't cut a damn promo, but Anvil Jimmy carried them in that department. I agree. And Eddie just exudes confidence, but this could be a toss-up. So,
But all right, fellas, I gotta put my foot in because we went over 5 minutes on this one.
I just want to remind the chat: 1 for Los Guerreros and 2 for Heart Foundation in the chat.
All right, so you can stop it, Avi, because it's pretty one-sided, bro.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
All right, so who is voting for Los Guerreros on the panel? Raise your hand.
I will too. I love Eddie. I love Eddie, man.
All right.
I love Eddie.
You guys surprised me.
The Guerreros move on.
Damn. Okay.
Sorry, Chad. I tried.
I love Eddie.
They're gonna be so pissed.
That was for Eddie.
I was trying to figure out who that tag team on the image was. I was trying to get the poll ready, but let's do this.
Okay, so the tag team is AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels, and the other one is British Bulldog and Owen Hart.
This is
Huh.
this is now this was rolled and this was at random, right?
Uh-huh.
This is an extremely similar case of wrestlers put together in a tag team. This is interesting.
This is interesting. And just a reminder in the chat: 1 for AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels, 2 for Owen Hart and British Bulldog.
Yeah, and you see in this one, again, Bulldog and Owen Hart, a huge fan of both of them. Huge fan of the British Bulldogs. Huge fan of Owen Hart over the years. But the two of them together at that point in Bulldog's career, that's what hurts them.
So-
Bulldog was hurting and just about done with his career at this point. And so that to me is what leans me more towards the AJ style Christopher Daniels overall as a tag team. That's where I'm leaning.
I will say this. If you guys have not seen Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles wrestle as a tag team in TNA, you guys gotta watch it. I'm talking about like these guys were the best of the best high flyers of TNA, dude. Like they were doing some crazy stuff, even by themselves in the X division. But when they were a tag team, they actually acted like a tag team. They had like the same attires. They had the hoodies on. That's why I picked this picture. They had the hoodies on, and they were like
they looked
hoodies
more
at the same
insane.
time.
And, I'm gonna vote for them based on that. The costumes or outfits it's something that's huge for me. I just mentioned the pink with the Heart Foundation, so based off that, I would go with Styles and Daniels.
Okay. And right now the chat is 100% on Owen and British.
Yeah, that picture's wild.
Wow.
That picture's wild.
That's crazy.
I mean, but again, like I think again, I'm a big fan of Owen Hart. Unfortunately, he passed too soon. I really thought he could have been a world champion. Before his time was up or before he decided to retire. I really thought he would have made it to the mountaintop. British Bulldog, I've always loved him, especially him versus Brett. Amazing matches, but he had his own personal issues. He was battling his demons. But at the 80s and 90s, man, there was a lot of craziness going around backstage.
We better see him again in this tournament. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, no doubt.
And this is much credit to Owen because at this point, like they're saying, Owen would have to pretty much like backpack a tag team match, unless like the other tag team was doing good. But Owen Hart was such like a ring general and so good at what he does, bro, that he would carry that team. He would like tell people what to do and all this stuff. Like that with the other one, like the AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels, both of them are ring generals and both of them are high flying and technicians. So I was like, these two were at their prime when they tag teamed. This one, not really, So there's all that plays into a part.
And Liz, if you're voting for one, you got to do it separately without any text afterwards. Otherwise, I don't think it registers.
Yeah. You just got to put the number, the 1 or the 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, all 4 wrestlers, awesome, incredible wrestlers. From like I said, for me, it's the timing. At the time that the Bulldog and Owen got together, it was the Bulldogs, not his. It was his exactly.
That's fair.
It was fleeting. And with Christopher Daniels, to the flip of that, Christopher Daniels and AJ, Christopher Daniels at that time was pretty much the veteran, even though he wasn't, WWE or that kind of thing. He'd been in the industry for a while. AJ had a number of years too. I'm not saying he was a rookie, but again, you've got that older, slightly younger, both of them in their prime at that point. Yeah, I got to give it to AJ and Christopher Daniels on this one.
Dude, I honestly think TNA is just so ridiculous. At least former TNA, I should say, because it was owned by different management. But the fact that you had AJ Styles, you had Christopher Daniels, you had like some homegrown talent, and then you took every WWE reject and made them the champion.
Yeah,
dude, that's what killed your product.
They followed the WCW rule way too late.
They did,
and it didn't work.
They did.
But Angle was a beast in TNA.
Angle had a
That's it.
Angle was
and that's what made them bite off more than they could chew, because Christian Cage came in and was phenomenal. Christian was awesome and showed just how good a singles wrestler he could be if given the opportunity. Then Kurt Angle comes in, and Kurt was an absolute beast, like you said. Yeah. So they said, "Oh, well, we got to keep doing this." And then, we got Hulk Hogan.
Get lightning twice in the bottle, and it didn't work.
No. Christian and Kurt both worked well in TNA. After that, it started to get a little outrageous.
Yeah,
and that's what hurt them, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's time.
I think this is good, man. I think we had enough time on this one.
All right, I'm going to stop the poll. 60% Owen Hart and British Bulldog from the chat.
Okay, chat goes with Owen and British Bulldog. What does the panel go with? Who is voting for AJ and Christopher Daniels? Raise your hand.
Yay!
Sorry, chat.
Don't worry, chat. They're later. They're in later, bro. They're in later.
Yeah, it's
Don't tell him that.
They're in later. I mean, I thought they could see the picture.
Probably.
Is that the Rockers, right?
Yeah. No, the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, that's the Rock and Roll Express.
Rock and Roll Express, and who else?
RVD and Sabu.
Oh, jeez. Go ahead, Gaines.
I am going to say, make a hot take. Listen, it's going to be a hot take, and people are going to be angry. I did not like ECW. Okay, I recall it coming on at like 1 a.m. when I would be hammered at the bar, the weirdest hour. I appreciate and respect everything that company did. Paul Heyman running it from his friggin' basement. I get it, and there's some beloved guys, but I wasn't a fan of hardcore wrestling. I'm an old school guy where a good gimmick, a good finishing move should be able to prevail. And that's where the Rock and Roll Express, they really had it all. And they were electric, and they carried those divisions, man. They carried the South. They carried those companies on their back. Mm-hmm. And they were bigger than the singles champion. So got to go at Rock and Roll Express.
And I somewhat agree. I agree with you saying that I think Rock and Roll Express had a better tag team journey together, 100%. Because these, RVD and Sabu, even though they were trained together, they've known each other for a very long time. They were more single stars.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, but the fact that you don't like ECW, I understand that. Hardcore wrestling is not for everyone, but I fucking loved ECW, dude.
I get why people love it. It was different. It was raw. It was visceral. It was more real. It came out of nowhere.
It was insane.
It was
wild.
I'm an old people guy, like regular, vanilla moves and the occasional high flyer.
The crowd in the ECW arena, the Philly arena, the crowd make every single match, and when the whole crowd is just into it the entire time, yeah, exactly. They're fighting with these guys, and it was always amazing to see that.
Yeah,
I was a huge fan of ECW. It was just very different, right? It was like, oh, what is this? And I remember watching it at 1 o'clock in the morning on, what was it, TNN, or Spike or whatever it was. But
I did like that, watching Spike get thrown into a crowd. I mean, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, ECW had its moments, but it spawned a lot of extremely talented wrestlers that couldn't get a break in WCW or WWE. but I'm a little bit with Gaines. I'm like kind of halfway between Gaines and Nobby as far as my feelings towards ECW overall.
Mhm.
It was crash television for sure. It was the most.
Yes.
It did good for the industry, and it also did bad because it created this expectation that had to continue forward with some of these guys. Rock and Roll is a great tag team. They got tons of pussy. Hell yeah, they did.
Yeah.
You don't think RVD got a lot of pussy, bro?
He does now. His wife is.
Well, I mean, you see his wife, yeah, right?
Jesus.
A big butt.
So
Hustles, what's up?
they created something great, but at the same time they created an expectation that hurt standard wrestling a little bit, because now we want blood. What's up, Hustles? How you doing, brother? And it's no good unless people are practically offing themselves through tables. So it hurt some of the sport of it, and created a lot of freaking injuries and shortened lives. So there's good and there's bad with it.
Yeah.
But as far as tag teams,
was just charisma and talent. Yeah.
yeah. So, but as far as tag teams, and this is what we're here for tonight, is tag team. Rock and Roll Express were one of the archetypes. They were one of the originals that created that whole. Somebody in the chat said it a minute ago. I saw it. I think it was who said it.
Listen,
Well,
if I
a bunch of
don't
guys
vote,
said
if
it.
I don't vote for Midnight Rock and Roll Express, Jim Cornette is gonna come out and freaking hit me with a crowbar. Bro. Like,
There you go. Yeah, he will. He'll hit you with that. With
yeah,
that.
he'll
With
be like,
that
you don't know what you're
tennis
talking
racket.
about, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin
Hit you with
Booth.
a racket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Justin
racket,
Booth-
tennis racket.
And listen,
Justin Booth said it. I enjoyed RVD and Sabu as a team, but the Rock and Roll Express are timeless.
They are.
Mhm. Go ahead, Gaines. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
no, if someone is in chat or someone watching this looking at them, they don't look like they're impressive guys, right? You could watch all their matches on YouTube and you'll see the magic, and you'll see, oh, okay, now I get it. They were great in the ring. Just looking at them, you'd be like, these two guys look like my dad. But no,
Right.
they were great.
Very mostly a good guy team, like face team.
Yep. Well, they were pre-body era wrestling. Before WWF started really pushing the steroid body.
Mhm.
This is what guys were, wrestlers were looking like, and these guys were in good shape, considering in comparison to some of the old wrestlers of the '70s. So
That's true.
it
All right,
wasn't
we
about
did it more than a little bit more than 5 minutes, so I'm gonna put a stop to it here.
Okay. Let me stop the poll. So right now, Rock and Roll Express is at 60%.
Yeah.
All right.
No, yeah.
What is the panel voting for? Are they who's voting for Rock and Roll Express? Raise your hand. Okay.
I'm doing RVD and Sam. I mean, again, I loved watching them. So
I love them too. I love them more as singles competitors, man. But
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Express moves forward.
yep. All right.
Oh,
oh geez,
Damn.
It should take
This is
10
kinda
seconds.
easy.
Okay?
Yep.
Let's be honest.
This is a very easy one, to be honest with
this
you.
is an easy one.
Yeah.
gotta
I
give
love
it-
Hottie Too Hottie, man.
We got to give flowers to Too Cool, though. I feel like I think we
Fun. They were fun gimmick. They were interesting, but the Hardy Boys are
all time.
next level.
Legendary. Yep. Yeah. The Too Cool was a team that probably exceeded expectations. Quite frankly, let's be real.
Yeah.
Talented guys, but definitely not main eventers ever, and they weren't going to be main eventers. Kind of put together because, again, well, we're not sure what else to do. Let's, these two guys that, because Brian Christopher had a little bit of a singles background, not anything, lower card for sure.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, thrown together, and they were very entertaining. And they were, for me, they were the late '90s version of the Bushwhackers. They were entertaining, right? They were fun.
Yeah. That's Lawler's son, right?
Yeah.
Grandmaster Sexay. Like, listen, if you played the old wrestling games, everybody played Scotty Too Hottie for that finisher.
Yeah.
The worm. Yeah.
It was awesome. The worm. It was.
Yeah.
It took so long. You would piss your friend off, You're like, oh, he's hitting me with it again. Fuck, I gotta wait for the shit to finish. But dude, like, there is no chance in hell that this team is beating the Hardys.
No.
There's no chance. But it was nice to see them in here, man. It's just like their little dances and shit, like the dance intermissions with Rikishi.
Sure.
It was,
yeah.
It was funny, bro. It was fun. They had some good moments in the Royal Rumble too, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Rikishi joining these two guys, I think, made the team better and more fun, in my opinion. But I still think or Jerry Lawler's, what's his name?
Brian Lawler.
Brian Lawler.
Oh, Brian Lawler. Yeah, I think
Brian Christopher or Brian Lawler.
Yeah, Brian Christopher. Yeah. I think he was a good wrestler. I really thought he was a really good wrestler. Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, he was definitely a good wrestler, and he deserves his flowers here. But again, the Hardy Boys, man, they showed up, and like again, that was like an ECW thing for me.
The Hardy Boys are still going. Extreme. They're in TNA. They're the tag team champions in TNA, I think.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Well, and the Hardy Boys. Well, I mean, I guess they're probably around 50 right now because I mean they were young and they started out very young. Even when they teamed together, they were extremely young.
I think Jeff Hardy was like not even 18.
He was like 17. His first match with the WWE, first televised match, he was 17 years old.
Yeah. Their first appearance, you know what it was?
Was it against Razor Ramon?
No. Well,
Sunday Night Heat, wasn't it?
Their first appearance was non-wrestling. One of the WrestleManias where the theme was like the Coliseum days or the night days. They were like holding trumpets and they were standing out like
the one that Bret Hart fought Yokozuna.
Yes, that's the one. Mm-hmm. Yep, it's very funny to go to see them. Like, so they've been in wrestling forever, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I actually don't think we need to give this one any more time.
No,
we'll save the Hardy Glades for later.
This one. Stop the poll. 100% Hardys in the chat.
All right, who's voting for Scotty Too Hottie and Grandmaster Sexay? Raise your hand.
I almost want to give them just one vote so they have one. Just so they have. But I'm not going to.
Nah, you got to be honest, bro.
I'm not going to be. Yeah.
All right, the Hardy Boys move forward.
See, that's what I thought. Yeah, Jeff Hardy's first WWF match was against Razor.
There you go, chat. I told you they were there, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
one for the British Bulldogs and two for APA.
Now, APA they were fun.
Mm-hmm.
They were fun, man. Real fun. But I love Dynamite Kid, man. I know he was a prick, but most wrestlers have issues. This isn't about who's the best person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, JBL was also kind of a bully.
Yeah.
Right.
I love their gimmick. I love the Union Jack on the tights. It's gorgeous uniforms, if we're being honest, right? They might, that's big for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great name. The entrance, they really had it all. I just, they wanted to push Davey Boy as a singles guy. And I think Dynamite Kid had his issues, and maybe he was going to Japan to wrestle a lot too. I don't know why they broke up, but I'm going with the Bulldogs.
Okay. You're saying you don't think AP is a good name? Acolytes Protection Agency?
I know.
I hated that name.
You want to know what me and my friends used to call it back in the day when they wrestled? We used to call it always pounding ass. It made them so much cooler, bro. I was like, always pounding ass is coming out.
I remember
they were great in the. This is like the era of like where stuff was going on backstage all the time. Like fights were more backstage, and they were smoking cigars and playing cards. That shit was fun.
Yeah.
But Bulldogs could work in the ring too, man.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember in Brett's book he touched on the breakup of the two of them, and I think it did have it was more not necessarily that they were trying to push Davey Boy as a single star, and I could be wrong. It's been years since I read the book, but it was more of a situation that oh my god, I'm flaking on his name. Gaines, help me out here.
Dynamite Kid,
thank you. That Dynamite Kid was, having basically his problems, and it was getting to be too much for the WWE. That I believe Dynamite Kid left, And
Yeah, I think he went into Japan, or he had a great career in Japan too.
and that's when Davey got the push as a single star. But yeah, for me on this one, I've got to go with the British Bulldogs. I thought they were a fantastic team, and again represented as a tag team. APA personally, this was a kind of a situation of two guys thrown together a little bit. Bradshaw at that point had often been seen as a tag team wrestler.
Yeah.
Farouk was, always the leader, the leader of the Nation of Domination, but as a single star, never really broke out in the WWE or WWF. So they were kind of thrown together. But the other part of it for me is I liked more about their backstage skits than I liked them in the ring. They were two powerhouses, don't get me wrong, and neither of them were bad, but I enjoyed their backstage stuff more than I enjoyed their wrestling.
Good point.
Well, so I'm going to say this too. Separately, JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield, became one of the greatest heels.
Yes.
In WWE. Farouk was the first African American.
He's the first black WCW world champion.
Yeah,
he was
champion. Yeah.
So I think separately these guys did great. Together, I think they were a lot of fun as well. And again, there was a team you didn't want to fuck with.
Bro,
my vote honestly goes with APA.
Kidding, bro. They're in the Ministry of Darkness.
Exactly. They were in the Ministry of Darkness. And then when they separated, they did the Protection Agency, and it was just their natural. The whole gimmick was them. That was the best thing about them, right? It was them. They like smoking cigars, drinking beer, and gambling. So my vote would go for APA because British Bulldogs were a great tag team. I think APA was more exciting to watch.
I'm like half and half, but I kind of want Chad to decide this one, so I'm probably gonna go APA just for Chad to decide.
All right. Yeah. Look at the Bulldogs. 100%. You nailed that one.
I mean, you see a monster like Farouk. Farouk was definitely on the roids, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
100%,
bro.
Sure.
Especially in
100%.
WCW.
Well, Bradshaw was too. Layfield was.
Yeah, he was big
Because he was
shape on that team.
yeah.
I mean, before he was he like Blackjacks. He was part of the Blackjacks tag team.
He was the new Blackjacks. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the new Blackjacks, and then he was with the new Blackjacks. That was it. I was about to say the Smoking Guns, but that was Bart.
That was Bart and Billy. Yep.
Yeah.
I am surprised how low the British Bulldogs are in chat. I thought they were gonna get more support.
Yeah.
Me too.
I thought so too.
Very.
But I honestly think 90s,
But I get it.
90s to late 2000 era gets a lot more love.
I don't know, man. I saw the Rock and Roll Express get a lot of love, bro. I think it's just genuine. They like the APA more.
Yep.
That's
Which
true.
is fair. It's fair. I mean, this is a close one in my opinion. My opinion is it's a very close one. They're two teams that are both solid. I don't think either of these teams are the greatest of all time. So that's it.
Yeah.
All right, we can stop it here, Abby.
Sure.
Jetman, what's going on, dude?
What's up, Jetman?
All right, we're gonna stop it here, and the chat has voted for APA 75%.
All right. AP always pounding asses in the lead. So who is voting for the Bulldogs in the panel? Raise your hand. Okay. So with the chat, always pounding ass wins.
Oh baby.
There you go. Moving on.
And there is no more British Bulldogs.
That's it. We tried, guys.
British Bulldog is out.
Yep.
Let me find their names.
All right.
So I can see Earthquake and Typhoon. I can't really tell from this picture.
So those guys, it's pretty much I don't know if you know them right now. It's Penta and what's his brother's name?
Ray Phoenix.
Ray Phoenix. Yeah, they're actual brothers. And then what's their tag team name? I forgot it already.
Lucha Brothers.
The Lucha Brothers.
And then
yeah,
it
so
was
simple. The
Twin
Lucha
Towers,
Brothers.
right? Twin Towers.
I think that kind of says it all. Shogun's assessment says everything we need to know.
No.
We don't know who the hell they are.
No. So the reason I say that is because they have different names.
Yeah.
No, they had some name changes, but so one in the chat for the Twin Towers, two for Lucha Brothers.
Natural.
Again,
I love John Tenta though. As a human being,
he was such a good guy.
as a wrestler, he would take any gimmick, that stupid shark gimmick.
I love the shark gimmick though. I love that gimmick, man. Dude, when I was younger, I had this game on the PC where you could like create your own bookings and stuff. You were like the producer, right? It was called EWR. Dude, I would always put John Tenta as like the shark, and then Shark Boy together as a tag team, and that was their tag team was called the Shark Attack, and I was just having fun with it, man. I was like, yes.
One thing that's missing from today's wrestling is the fat guy.
The
Okay,
big dudes, yeah.
now
It's
hopefully this
rare.
new kid that could do backflips. He's kind of like a Vader Jr. I forget his name. He's a fat
you
guy.
were talking to me about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll bring the fat guy back. I love Natural Disasters. I Tugboat isn't as cool as Tenta, but I got to go with them just because they're fat guys. Is that crazy? Sure, but
It's natural.
No, this one, bro. This matchup is all about what you prefer.
right.
We got like the most insane like luchador flips and doing like acrobatics, and then we have just pure power.
Which I like that too, Shogun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's something it's starting to get. Everyone could do that these days, and that's 20 years ago. It was rare. Now everyone could do a backflip. I just mentioned that new guy. That's a big, huge guy that can. So Natural Disasters seem more unique. Even though they should.
I think we might have to restart the poll.
I did restart it because I had the Twin Towers. It was Natural Disasters. So
it's natural disasters. Okay.
So
vote again, chat. Vote again.
You got to vote again.
Everybody
chat,
vote again, guys. And that's the thing. The natural disasters again. Tenta was when you read about the kind of man that he actually really was behind the wrestler. What an amazing dude. And so, but before that, being a kid, not knowing that, these two guys were just a shock master.
That's him,
the greatest wrestler of all time.
Yep. But these two guys were awesome as a tag team. They played the part of the big man. They were both very agile, even though how big they were, especially Tenta. Tenta blew your mind if you knew just how agile he was as an athlete. Fred, hey, it wasn't his fault. There was a board that was hammered down at the bottom. It was not his fault that he fell. You leave the Shockmaster alone. But they had that presence again, and they played a great heel, and then they were faces for a while and fan favorites, and everybody loved them as they came down to the rumbled down to the ring. I don't know much about Lucha Brothers. I really don't. They do fit into that category of luchador style and the high flying spot fest type stuff. Very talented, very difficult, very challenging. I'll give them that. But
sorry to interrupt. I don't see the chat or the poll moving, so I'm going to delete it and restart.
Yeah, I think something's wrong with the poll for sure because there's no way that the natural disasters are zero.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, because we've got a bunch of ones right here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's working right now. So let me just end this and restart it.
We will try it again, chat, and give us just a second to bring it back up again and revote again.
I'm
gonna I do see that the Lucha Brothers, by the looks of it, looks like they are a little bit ahead, but
they're getting love from chat.
Let's try it again, guys. I do apologize. 1 for Natural Disasters, 2 for Lucha Brothers. Let's see if it works, though. That's the biggest question mark.
Right. Third time's a charm, guys. Come on, let's do it.
It looks like it's working. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think somehow Natural Disasters are just there's something unique about them. Where I could see luchadors flipping off the top rope every night of the week these days in wrestling, and that's maybe for the better. I'm not here to discuss that. I'm just here to discuss what tag team I like better, and I'm going with Natural Disasters.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about.
Same.
That's exactly
Same.
what this is about.
That's
You
what
know,
it's
whatever
about,
tag
man.
team, what tag team you think deserves to go to the next round, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know, again, I like the Natural Disasters. I like John Tenta as Shark the most, to be honest with you. I think that was my favorite gimmick of his.
That's awesome.
But Ray Phoenix and Pentagon. Pentagon was and probably still is one of my favorite wrestlers. And I watched Pentagon Ray Phoenix battle it out all over the world.
Yeah,
And-
Penta's one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Really?
Yeah, he is definitely one of the best wrestlers, and he's got some like in WWE. He's toned down. He has to be toned down because his style is very different
Because of the product, sure. Yeah.
because of the product. But you know, watching the dude wrestle in Lucha Underground, watching him wrestle, you know, in Mexico, even in AEW, like this man can wrestle.
Someone in chat mentioned that.
Yeah, this man can wrestle, and you know them as a tag team, like the Lucha Brothers, they had so many great matches as a tag team, which I would even say better than Natural Disasters. So my vote is going to be going for Lucha Brothers.
That's fair. How much longer we want to let the
What? Yeah, dude, Penta versus Chelsea Green in Lucha Underground. That was such a good match. Lucha
And don't
Underground
forget-
allowed the males versus the females matches. Such a good match, dude. Super good. I agree, man.
And don't forget, John Tenta was also a masked character that carried around a Cartman doll
Oh yeah.
in the WWE.
Yes.
Member of the Oddities. Don't forget that one.
And he was a sumo champion.
Well, yeah, exactly. Back in the day before WWE, he was a sumo champion. And
I will say this is a stupid reason to give them points, but the fact that tag team are not like literally their name is Earthquake and Typhoon.
Yeah.
They are one and the same. This one is like, you know, the brothers is like, you know, Ray Phoenix and then Penta. You know what I mean? There's not really like a way to mix them together.
Yeah,
like, they're just brothers.
Natural
They went
Disasters
full
was
on.
fun.
They went full on gimmick. They were like, "We are the Natural Disasters. We're fucking shit up." It's like someone said in chat. It's just like, dude, they show up, they can fucking beat you up and your dad.
yeah.
So you know, I'm kind of leaning a bit more to the Natural Disasters just because of that. To be honest.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They were two huge guys that were able to move, and they, like you said, they were going to fuck you up. Period.
Yeah.
And yeah. So anytime they would lose, it would be an amazing shocker. Because there's how do those two lose anything?
Shocker, huh?
I like
Just
just opinion here is a great insight into a fan, right? Like sometimes the match needs to be you need to read the match and the match needs to tell a story, and sometimes it can't when there's just so much going on.
That's the AEW part. That's something that Bret Hart really excels in. It's like he doesn't have to do all this stuff to tell a good wrestling story in a match.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we've given this enough time, though, man. I think we've given it like 7 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. We could end this one. I think I already know who's going to win this one.
All right.
Let's
see where chat's at.
Stop the poll. Natural Disasters at 60% from the chat.
All right, panel. Who's voting for the Natural Disasters? Raise your hand.
Yay, fat guy.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Good
All
job,
right.
big guys.
Disasters move forward.
I do enjoy the 80s representation in here. I'm sorry, Luke. I'm sorry, Anderson.
Well, Bullet Club is gone. Let's talk
They
about
had
it.
Let me bring it up.
They're
All
gone.
Now we can say 1 for Bullet Club, 2 for Legion of Doom.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
fuck, dude. I hate to say this too, but yeah, Bullet Club is gone.
Listen, I'm wearing the shirt right now. They're gone.
Real quick, Bearded Sumo, good to see you, brother. Happy birthday to the missus. Hope you guys have a great evening together.
This is Bearded Sumo.
Happy birthday to the Mrs. Bearded Sumo. Thanks for jumping in, man. All right, man. Bullet Club again. This is a hard one for me because it's like I've seen these guys wrestle all over the world. But the Road Warriors, I would say, they may have not been a Bullet Club if it wasn't for the Road Warriors.
True.
The Road Warriors literally wrestled all over the world, and they had a longer span of dominance.
Yeah. I mean, but they were like legit scary when you looked at them too. Like I was terrified.
They were.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to beat spiked shoulder pads too. I mean,
Exactly.
You ain't
That's
getting
true.
cooler than that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We used this the last time they were up, but they got a tag team finisher, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Doomsday device.
The Doomsday device. That
Yep.
having a tag team finisher gives you points in this bracket.
And to be two powerhouse beasts that they are, yet not so much Animal. I'm sorry, Hawk could cut a hell of a promo for the day.
I was gonna say that the underrated part of Road Warriors, they were pretty good in the mic, especially Hawk.
Hawk was really good on the mic.
Hawk
And he infamously had the wanting to grape Ric Flair promo,
Oh yeah.
where he talks about something getting hard in the body. It's very strange, but still memorable.
A Shoop is not wrong though. How many of us did the Doomsday device in the pool?
Oh
Oh
yeah,
hell yeah.
There's kids that do it still. They don't know where they're from.
my friend's little sisters in the pool.
100%. Absolutely.
So yeah, Road Warriors, Legions of Doom, whatever you want to call them, you know.
I think we could end this one soon.
Yeah, no, we can end this, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give Bullet Club their love last match.
Hit
Last
the
round.
button.
Exactly. That's what got him here. That's what got him to the dance, but it's game over.
It's gonna be unanimous. All right, you can freeze the chat, bro.
All right, let me shut this one off and stop the poll.
All right, who's voting for Legion of Doom? Raise your hand. That they have won everything by unanimous decision, by the way.
I know.
Yeah,
They're
well.
going to continue.
Well,
Just obvious.
yeah.
But the thing, Hardy Boys are in this too, right? So
Well, yeah.
Nope.
That,
I mean, I don't
that's
know.
gonna be tough.
There's
so
some
we got
monsters on the
Los-
other side. There's some monsters on the other side.
there's
There
a
are,
lot of
yeah.
monsters on the other side. There
There are
have
quite
to
a
be.
few beasts. Yep.
All right. So 1 for Los Guerreros and 2 for AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. Let me. It's up now. Again, 1 for Guerreros, 2 for Styles and Daniels.
This is a tough one.
This is a tough one, but not so tough because Eddie Guerrero is the best wrestler of all time, in my opinion. So I'm going with Los Guerreros just for that reason.
Me too, Abby. I could watch Eddie Guerrero wrestle a garbage can and enjoy that.
And it'll be amazing. And then not only that, but his promo work was excellent too.
Yeah.
I love
A lot
both of them, man. AJ Styles is one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I agree with that. He
I'm a
is one of the best, but
huge
he's
AJ
still
Styles
not
fan.
the best.
And at this point in his career, he wasn't quite the stellar. I mean, he was, but he wasn't. He didn't have the mic skills at this point in his career. He hadn't developed his personality. He was phenomenal in the ring, working in the ring. The personality still needed some work, which did over time.
I agree with that.
Where he got more comfortable with just being him and being able to just be. But yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with Abby and Los Guerreros.
I think Christopher Daniels was the better promo man than, in
He
my
was,
opinion,
yeah.
than AJ
That's
Styles.
why they put him. That's
Yeah.
why they put him. Yeah, that's why they put him together like
But
this.
I think Chavo was actually good on the mic too, and he just didn't have much of a chance. Like,
Yeah.
like if you see him backstage, like he could talk like there was no tomorrow. He was a really good worker.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like we talked about this at the beginning. Growing up together, these guys were kids when they started training in wrestling together.
Now, in
Yeah.
terms of matches, it definitely goes to AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. They have way better matches.
Yeah,
than
because
Los
your
Guerreros.
TNA and WWE are two very different products when it comes to solid wrestling. Just like AEW. AEW is like a spot fest. But like, see some of the matches Eddie Guerrero has had at Ring of Honor. There's some really good matches.
Eddie Guerrero goes back to ECW as well.
Yeah.
Just before ECW went straight to the Paul Heyman,
Yes.
car crash TV. Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho.
He said, "I thought this was tag team." They
Yeah,
are
well,
tag team.
they were a tag team.
They actually had a tag team name. I forgot the name of it though. That's why I just put AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. I forgot the name.
I think when it's a close matchup, you go to who your favorite wrestler was, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. And again, Eddie Guerrero has been my favorite wrestler since
so
early
that's
2000s.
fair.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there doesn't need to be logic here. It's just
Well, you've got to. No, you're right. There
No.
doesn't. But I think we're doing a pretty good job of keeping this more logical. Quite
yeah, that's true. It's like when it gets to the very later ones, logic just fucking.
Oh, yeah,
flies
yeah.
out the window.
Oh,
Well,
it's gonna get rough.
Maybe.
It will get rough.
Maybe.
Trust me.
Yeah.
It's gonna get rough.
You see, and again, the thing here is,
we've had enough of this one. It's pretty unanimous in chat.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
close this one off.
So we're gonna go ahead and stop this one. So stop the poll. Los Guerreros with 86%.
All right. Who is voting for Los Guerreros in panel?
there we go.
Unanimous.
Los Guerreros moves on, one step closer to the doomsday device. What?
All right. Rock and Roll Express versus the Hardys.
This is
tough. This is tougher.
All right,
my heart wants Rock and Roll Express, but my eyes tell me everything we said about those luchadors you had on earlier. Hardy Boys kind of brought that to the WWE when it really wasn't there, and it felt so unique and original and must-watch TV. You know,
I agree with that.
And I was a huge WWE fan at the time.
Is voting for the Hardy Boys because of Lita as well.
Lita's huge. Lita was great. The whale tail, the underwear showing is a big seller for me as well.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm gonna
Rock
go
and
with
Roll
Hardy
Express
Boys, man.
1 and Hardy Boys 2. This is, I mean, again, I give all the kudos to Rock and Roll Express, but the Hardy Boys, in my opinion, are a bigger team, better team, and they're more well known. And again, their matches.
I
too,
wouldn't
like
say
TLC.
well known. Like Rock and Roll Express was a big deal, dude.
No. But again, like in the sense of well known, right? Like the concept
Modern.
of what,
Modern.
it's more modern. It's more modern, and like WWE is a lot more well known today. Like again, I guarantee you, people will go watch that TLC match, or any of those ladder matches that the Hardys have been in before the Rock and Roll Express tag matches.
Well, it's and A. Shoop said it, and I agree. It's worldwide. They got over worldwide, but they got over during a time where it was televised a lot more expansively than when the Rock and Roll Express got over.
Yeah.
It was beyond territory. It was, like you said, it's worldwide. The Rock and Roll Express were the road dogs, the guys that were traveling constantly. Not necessarily on TV everywhere, not on cable, not on, worldwide television access. Whereas the Hardy Boys were in your face, 2 to 3 nights a week for however many hours of television, live television each week, and then your pay-per-views and everything else. So the exposure was bigger for the Hardys. Talent, see here, and that's the thing. Very different styles. The Rock and Roll Express were more the old school grounded style, the slower, slightly slower pace. They were a fast paced team for the era. But the Hardys were more inventive, maybe. They took things to, of course, Team Extreme, right? The Hardys didn't have the mic skills yet. That's why I think part of the reason why Lita, quite frankly, Lita was almost a mouthpiece for him for a while. But Jeff over time was more, it was that mystery behind Jeff rather than the mic work, because he never really had much in terms of mic work. Matt Hardy did and developed that quite nicely. And of course, the delete and broken Matt and all that. And I know that's not part of this discussion. We're talking strictly the 2 tag teams, but I've got to go with the Hardys.
What's going on?
What's up, Destro?
Yeah.
How you doing, brother? Yeah. But
I'm going to add this. I will say to your point, Lou, with Jeff Hardy in particular, I remember watching the when I think it was first like a tables match before they started doing like the tables, ladders, and chairs. But it was always like, damn, Jeff is crazy. What is he gonna do next? Like when he takes out a ladder, where is he gonna land? What is he gonna do? It was an excitement like that. Like, and to be fair, they kind of had like a really, really solid tag team division at that time when the Hardy Boys showed up.
Yes.
Right.
That
Right.
really helped them out.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And you think maybe that's what pushed them over, and the fact that tag teams were refocused on. I think that was, I think kind of the last time the tag teams truly had a huge focus as potential show stealers any night of the week.
I like I said, my heart is with the Rock and Roll Express, but my eyes kind of tell me it's the Hardy Boys. So I'm gonna reluctantly go with the Hardy Boys.
All right, I think we can stop it here too.
And to answer your question, yeah, it is kind of the same with Sabu and RVD. The issue with Sabu and RVD is that they weren't really a tag team for a long time. Like
they were kind of thrown together,
like rivals.
Yeah, they were rivals thrown together rather than.
But they were such a good when they did tag team. I had to put them there because they did some crazy shit as a tag team. Like they would dive off the stage to the crowd with a chair. It was nuts.
Yeah, but that's the thing, and you're going to see in this thing, as with that, you're going to see throughout this, there are more teams like that were kind of just put together for various different reasons.
We're still on the left side of the bracket, so we got to go to the right side.
Wait till you see the other side of the bracket, and you're going to be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's true. I got you."
All right, the chat voted for Hardys. All right,
70%.
Who's voting for Hardys? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
All right.
Unanimous.
Yeah. All right, Hardys move on.
The next one's going to be hard, though, man.
Maybe.
Oh, no. The chat's going to straight up vote for APA.
No.
I was already going to the finals. My bad.
I don't think this one's be that difficult.
All right. So
not for me, anyway.
It's not for you, Lou. So, Lou, maybe you can guide me here. Who are you going with, Lou?
He's going with Earthquake.
Yeah, it's the Earthquake Typhoon.
That
just hits. That just hits in a certain spot. Again, like I said, as far as the APA, I loved their skits more than I loved the two of them in the ring.
I completely agree.
Yeah. All right, so 1 for APA, 2 for natural disasters, guys.
And the natural disasters were just so devastating to watch in the ring. Just you knew they were just going to destroy somebody.
Yeah, I liked their gimmick a little better in the ring. APA, like you mentioned, were more fun as these random skits. When they would cut to them random locker room shots, you would never know what you were going to see. And it really was fun as shit. I wish it lasted longer. In fact, that gimmick could have went on forever.
But
I liked the Natural Disasters better as a tag team in the ring. And that, to me, is worth more.
Yeah, I'm leaning more natural disaster.
Yeah.
Again, I get why you're leaning more towards natural disasters, but I'm going to stick with APA on this one too.
That's fair. I mean, this is close
this
match.
Is a close one. This is a close one, and I think APA needs again. Both competitors separately did great things. Together, they were, the protection agency, and even like for nostalgia, they bring them back constantly as APA.
When they bring them back, is it APA? It's not the Acolytes ever, right? It's always APA.
It's always APA because it's like nostalgic and they have fun with it, right? Like Fro comes out and says, "Damn." And then normally JBL is the one who does more of the the hitting and stuff.
Moving around, bro.
You could tell they had fun with that, man. It was very natural. It was very organic.
Yeah, exactly.
And this Justin Booth is I would love to see this match as well.
Well, yeah, and I loved with APA how they would be backstage and there would be a doorway and a door. And every now and then it was just a door. There was no walls.
Yeah.
And there they are. And I forget who it was who went straight to them and they gave him shit for not going through the door and knocking first.
There's a few people who have done that. Actually.
I kind of want to say it was Guido.
Yeah, Little Guido.
Little Guido. Yeah.
You might be right. Yeah.
I have if I could tell a real quick Little Guido story. It'll take 1 minute. I worked at Snapple, the iced tea company. And one of the bosses, his name was Dom. I go into Dom's office and I wasn't in trouble or anything. He was just talking about the business and where I'm going to go as a Snapple employee. And I'm looking at his walls. He has all these friggin' pictures of Little Guido, like with the bell, wrestling somebody. The walls are covered in Little Guido shit, in merch. I'm like, Dom, you're a big Little Guido fan, huh? He's like, of course, that's my son. And that was
Oh shit! Okay.
awesome. So yeah,
That's wild.
it's really cool. Great guy, old Italian guy, and his son was Little Guido.
That's awesome.
That is wild.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Actually, they had a ECW signing just this weekend in New York, where there was like 10 to 15 ECW stars, and they were just having a.
He's always that. Those.
Yeah. What are you gonna say, Lou?
I think we could call it here, man.
No, I'm good.
I think we could call.
I think
it,
so.
I think so too.
I think so. I think we got it now. So
And
Justin
also,
Booth says Crash Holly. Are you saying Crash Holly's the one that I was?
There was multiple people, though, to be fair, Justin Booth, that went through that door.
Yeah, there was a lot of people who
That was
went
like a
around
like
the door.
that was like a funny little spot that they always had. Like they had to enter the door; they wouldn't like fuck with them.
Right. Well, there was a recent one. It was Danhausen. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It was Ron and Layfield were. I guess it was a convention of some kind, and they were signing, and Danhausen came up to him, and they did the whole shtick with him. And I'm trying to remember, did he give him an apple or something? He was going to pay him with an apple. It was funny. It was funny. If you look it up, you'll probably be able to find it on YouTube. I love Danhausen.
I do like Danhausen too.
He's another one that I don't give a shit about his in ring whatsoever. I just want to say, hand him a mic and let him have fun.
Yeah,
that's what I love about him.
Yeah. So in this case, natural disaster, 63% from the chat.
All right, who's voting natural disasters? Raise your hand.
Fat guys.
In a little suit.
That guy.
I'm giving the one vote to APA.
That's fair.
The country.
All right. Natural disasters move on.
Hey.
Oh, Frankie.
Damn.
Look.
Sorry, Eddie.
Good to see you, Frankie. Sorry, brother.
All right. Fucking next to each other on the list too.
Frankie, I'm tuning into that, bro.
Hell yeah.
Stay on, bro. I'm gonna tune into that.
One for Legion of Doom, 2 for Los Guerreros.
Bye, Eddie.
Oh,
Watch
well,
out.
Abby, I don't know what kind of fucking sorcery you're gonna about to pull off.
Yeah, ain't gonna work now, Abby.
Listen,
No.
as I said,
look, it's been fun. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. Listen, I'm gonna say this again. Legion of Doom, amazing tag team, historic. Los Guerreros, a better wrestling team.
Well, this,
No,
This
a better pair of wrestlers. Better pair of wrestlers.
Even as a tag
Not
team, they
a
were
team.
good. How are they not
good.
a team?
They were good. I didn't say they weren't a team.
They're trained together.
Chat, argue in chat. Argue with each other.
This is where the best wrestler thing doesn't work because how well the Road Warriors work together. And Abby, I agree
what you're
with
saying.
all the other choices, but they had symmetry, man. And not
Now,
to
do
say
you remember when I said all logic goes out the window when we get to the finals?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty much what you like, bro. And it's just like, you
I am biased, yes. And
here's the
here's the
thing.
best wrestler of all time.
Here's the thing. After Hawk died, Animal tried to have a singles career for a little while. And
But then
he
they did
never-
LOD. They
he
did
never-
LOD 2000.
Exactly. Because Animal was never going to be a great singles wrestler.
no.
Eddie was a great singles wrestler. Chavo was a great singles wrestler. They were solid as a tag team during that time, for sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt. I'm not taking away anything from their talent. But the Legion of Doom was the epitome of what a tag team should be.
Yes.
Gaines needs to be banned. Gaines needs to be banned from this choice because look at his face paint. He's the third member of the fucking Legion of Doom, bro. He's the fourth member.
Correct, Super K. Correct. Correct.
They were really believable as two guys that can go in there and just. There's children, there's men, and then there's monsters. Okay. Yeah, they were monsters. They were gonna just kick your ass.
All right.
I'm going to bang my wife in this get up tonight.
You should.
There you go, bro.
And when you're done,
We're being deathlocked.
big rush.
All I don't know how the hell you're gonna do the doomsday device, but
I'm not. You get in that block, and then you kind of go in, visualize it.
Yep. Okay.
So for me, the only issue I had with LOD was when Hawk, they brought his real life gimmick, not his personality, I guess his personal life into it, right? He was
no good
struggling.
time.
He was very struggling
Oh, yeah.
with alcohol and all the pain pills and the drugs and all that stuff. And they brought it to real life, and they showed it on camera that he was a drunk and all this stuff. And that, honestly, for me, that really hurt them as a team. Like
that broke my heart.
That
whole thing broke my heart.
They did pair him up with Hyde and Wright. You're right.
Yep. And they did that to Hawk, and Hawk didn't survive much longer. Brian Pillman, same thing. Scott Hall did better over the years, but he's the only exception to the rule from what I'm about.
DDP Yoga was around.
Well, right, DDP helped him, but it was the other one that they did it with. So it's Brian Pillman, it was Hawk, and then there was another one. I'm trying to remember what the third one was. None of them ended well. You can't and should not bring that to light. They almost did it with Jeff Hardy.
I mean, they pretty much did it to British Bulldog with all the damn tabloids and newspapers.
Brian Christopher, that's right. They did it with him.
Mm-hmm.
They did it with Brian Christopher as well. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Abby, we gotta close this one.
We can close this. We can close this. It's fine. We're gonna stop the poll. 100% from Legion of Doom.
All right. So this is actually gonna be the first time Legion of Doom isn't unanimous. But who's voting for the Legion of Doom? There you go.
I'll be that one. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
All right.
So now we are off to the other round. Okay.
Oof.
Wait. Don't vote yet, guys. Don't vote. So this is going to be an interesting one too.
Hardy's did it. Here's where you go with, I guess.
All right. One for Hardy's, two for natural disasters.
At some point, you have to go with numbers, and the Hardys did it better, longer than the natural disasters. So for that reason, I will go with the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. I'm with Gaines on that. I think.
I mean, Hardy Boys are hard to top, to be honest with you. They're one of those biggest tag teams, in my opinion. It's hard to top the Hardy Boys.
You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Legion of Doom, I'm going to say this.
It's going to be tough.
Hobby, that one. To top.
This is heading there, and that's going to be tough. And I'm curious. I think chat. The more opinions are in chat, right? So that's what we have to go with.
Sure. I will say this. Here's why I'm giving it to the Hardys, because I don't remember people when I was obviously growing up, there was people that wanted to be like the Hardys. If they were wrestlers, they were like, I want to do the Swanton Bomb. I want to do all this stuff. I never ever, when I was younger, said I want to be Earthquake. I have never heard that ever. And it's no shade. It's no shade to the natural disasters. I'm just saying the Hardy Boys just inspired so many people.
Sure.
I feel like there was one or two people out there who were like, I'm Earthquake or Typhoon. But everyone wanted to be fucking Jeff Hardy. No, it wasn't me. It really wasn't. I was doing Swanton bombs.
I loved Fred's sweet mullet. That mullet, man.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you don't like the Hardy Boys, John Tanner, you can call them Team Extreme.
That's true. Team Extreme was one of their names too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I like the Hardy Boys because it reminds me of the dopey, detective kids books.
Hey, the Hardley Boys. Yeah, the Hardley Boys.
But yeah, I got to go with the Hardy Boys.
On,
I love natural disasters. I love fat guys, but I don't love them that much.
I think we could end this one too right now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The natural disasters went a lot further than I thought.
Good for them.
I was happy to see that. I was happy to see that.
I agree.
This is where the buck stops for them.
Yeah. So we're gonna stop the poll. The chat is at 100% for the Hardys. So.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And real quick, while we're doing this, while you're stopping the poll there, Poy's right. It's a tough because it's a different style and era for sure.
Of course.
And and we're going to see that throughout. I mean, you saw that with Rock and Roll Express and the Hardys. Mm-hmm. Remember, we're whittling this down to one. So keep that in mind. At some point,
It's
more than
gonna
likely, one that you love is no longer going to be on the list,
Sure.
no matter what. And
There has
Yeah.
been multiple ones that I love that eliminated each other.
That's true.
yeah,
The next one's gonna be rough.
All right, panel. Who's voting for the Hardy Boys? Raise your hand.
yeah, I got to on this one.
All right, that's unanimous for Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
Damn, these are very strong. A lot of them have been unanimous.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the finals for this side of the bracket.
All right. Let me do this one right here. Legion of Doom 1, Hardy Boys 2.
This
By
is
Hardys.
I'm gonna give this
Why
one
Hardy?
7 minutes at least.
this is interesting.
Yeah,
This is gonna be a hard one because again,
Both.
like two different styles of wrestling, very
Mhm.
different. Two
Success
different eras.
everywhere.
Yeah. Success everywhere.
Everywhere, pops everywhere.
main eventers.
You're willing
Main
to
event
have
tag
to sign
teams.
this was LOD.
You're whittling us down to style. Oh, shoot. Yeah.
I
Here's the thing, though, who had more longevity? Because the Hardys are still going.
so if you want to say longevity, it's definitely the Hardy Boys.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
They've been around for so much longer.
this comes down to a few things. You could go with finisher, whose finisher you like better, whose gimmick you like better, whose entrance song you like better. That's where you have to weigh these things. When the wrestling speaks for itself, we know all four of these men are great wrestlers, great teams, right?
I'll
it
be
comes
right back.
down,
All right.
down to gimmicks, all the little things, right? All the little ingredients that make a good tag team.
Mm-hmm.
What you like better? I like guys with face paint and shoulder pads. So I'm going with the Road Warriors.
No, I feel that. I don't think there is no losing in this one.
No.
There is no losing. What I will say is, like, with the Hardys, they had a great fucking theme song too. It's
Theme
really
song is
catchy.
better than Road Warriors. Road Warriors just had, the What a Rush. And then
That's the thing. The Road Warriors, presentation wise, was better than the Hardys with their fucking big ass spiked fucking pads and shit. Like,
Oh yeah, the
Hardy's song might
mohawks,
be better, though.
makeup, yeah, and Hardy said, Jeff did his makeup. They did that. Again, this is a challenging one. This is not easy, but at the end of the day, those two massive behemoths that would come out, growl and glare, and beat the living shit out of you while wearing, right after taking off their massive spiked shoulder pads. They're near and dear to my old heart. So
here's actually there is a difference here that I noticed. Now that I can say it. Me personally, I love the Hardys more than Legion of Doom.
Mhm.
I'm not going to vote the Hardys, but the reason I'm going to give it to the Legion of Doom is that they were a top tag team when the tag team division was the strongest it's ever been.
That's a good point.
Ever been.
Mm-hmm.
The Hardys, they were at a good tag team division. Like, it was a good time, but tag teams were not as strong as it was like in the late 70s and mid 80s.
Good point. Very good point. There was a ton tag team wrestling in the 80s was just as big as singles.
yes, yeah,
That was the main
It
event
was-
for WrestleMania 1.
Right, absolutely. It was
Yep.
tag team. It was just as big. So that's a great point. Huh.
It's going to hurt my soul to vote the Hardy Boys out, though. I love the
Well,
Hardy
they
Boys.
should be,
Hey, it's yeah.
in a
it's
perfect
tough.
world, they'd be in the final four, but the bracket chooses itself. It's random. So this is what we got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing too. So you got people that got voted out quicker than maybe you would have liked to have seen them, but it's who they were.
Yeah,
up
the Hart
against.
Foundation is gone. British Bulldogs are gone.
Mhm.
So
I mean, that was the thing. We sat there and talked about how the British Bulldogs would be back, Davey Boy would be back, because people were saying, "Well, this isn't the right." In the very beginning, people were, in the chat, you were saying this isn't the right combo. It's like, yeah, you're kind of right, but then the Bulldogs were there and they got the boot immediately because of who they're up against.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it is the best way to do it because no matter what, like, there's just no way that you can kind of like. I feel like whoever's gonna win is supposed to win. Obviously, like, whoever's gonna win is gonna win regardless.
Yeah.
But it's just like you kind of wish that you can talk about more about your favorite teams a little bit more, depending on who they like.
Yeah, that's why this is fun. But fun aside, going with the Road
So,
Warrior.
Abby, you're the only one that went away and haven't said nothing. What you think, bro?
Again, both legendary tag teams. For me, it's going to be Team Extreme, the Hardys. For me, they were a lot more exciting to watch. You wanted to see what they would do next, what crazy stunts Matt would do or Jeff would do, top of the cage, the ladder. The TLC matches are probably still one of my favorite matches of all time. Just watching it, it was excitement. And then the outside runs. I'm voting for the Hardys.
Nice.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's like when you were gone, Abby, I made the point that I was like, Legion of Doom was the top tag team when the tag team division was the strongest it ever has been. Like, ever.
Super K, yes. I also vote for the Thong, yes. 100%. Lita should be in this, but she's not, unfortunately.
What a time to be alive when that was in style, when the thong poking out. It really was good times for all.
Yeah. No.
Gaines is voting for
LOD? No way.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Something about them guys I like.
Yeah.
But like,
put a finger on it.
I still think the Hardys, in my opinion, have some of the best tag team matches of all time.
Sure.
You know what's great about this?
TV. They really were.
You know what's great about this? I said earlier that I was going to vote for the Legion of Doom, but I get to vote for the Hardys because the Hardys are going to lose anyways. Because I'm looking at chat. So I can still go with my heart. Yeah. Despite, the Hardys are going to lose, but I can still go with my heart. So we can wrap this up right now, Avi.
Let's do it. We'll end it. Let's go. Stop the poll. 92% Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Panel, who's voting for the Hardy Boys? All right. We're outnumbered, Avi.
Sorry.
We're outnumbered.
No worries. Again, it's my opinion really doesn't matter, right?
Legion of Doom goes forward. We're finally in the other side.
All right, the other side. All right.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Now, give me a second. Give me a second before you guys start voting. Give me a second.
Oh my goodness.
This is the Twin Towers. Yeah.
Twin Towers.
And truth be told, I wanted them on here just to talk about how ridiculous One Man Gang was as Hakeem. And his little stick. He would never stop doing the little bounce and dance.
He did a good job as it. He really did.
He did. I didn't know it was a white dude. I thought he was some South African light-skinned black dude. I was fooled.
I was fooled too.
Yeah, I was fooled.
Chat, vote 1 for New Age Outlaws or 2 for the Twin Towers.
Now listen.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X is proud to present to you its tag team champions of the world, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn. And if you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Hi, the best part of DX right here, the Outlaws. That is the best DX members.
Yeah, they were good, especially on the mic. They had some great matches with Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. I don't think they were the best, though.
You don't think they were the best members in DX?
No, not at all.
Who do you think were the best members in DX?
Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
That were a tag team.
Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Shawn Michaels and Triple H were not a good tag team.
They were still a tag team.
Yeah, they tagged when they needed to tag with each other, but they were never
actually when he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
I agree. Dust saves Billy Gunn is a beast. He's still a beast today, dude. Do you see that, dude? Holy shit!
He's like 65 years old. Of course, look. He's got the test boost. Don't get me don't. And he'll tell you.
Big Bubba Rogers, yeah.
But the man puts in the work. I mean.
This is definitely New Age Outlaws for me, though. They had people to this day still do the crotch cross.
Oh, yeah.
That says something. They had charisma. They were ridiculous,
Mm-hmm.
The guy had a song. He's an ass man, okay? I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Come on.
The fact that he had lips on his tights.
It's ridiculous. It's fun. Yeah. And I was a mark for WCW at this point. Totally in love and in denial that WCW was declining. And I would always creep over to WWF when DX was on because It was so much fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, and you know, I don't want to like slight Boss Man, and
They were ridiculous, and they
I
were
couldn't stand them. I literally could not stand
was
that
the
tag
manager.
team.
Right? Slick was the manager.
Yeah, well, Slick was but they did exactly what they were supposed to
Yes,
be,
get heat.
and they were exactly they got heat. They made you can't hate them, not be able to stand them, so that Hogan and Macho Man could win, and you know you get the right pops for the right people. So they did their job well, right?
Yeah.
That's all I can say. They did their job well.
Dude, Billy Gunn looks like Randy Orton right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's
exactly.
insane.
Yeah, Slick was a great manager. That's something that's missing
Mm-hmm.
in today's wrestling, in my opinion, is the managers. The managers help tell the story, and they need to bring that back.
They do. They do. I mean, Paul Heyman, that's the problem. Paul Heyman today is it as far as manager.
Yeah, which is crazy because you got guys running the show that knew how important a manager was to help the team cheat, to get heat. The manager got all the heat, man, and that's what tells the story. I don't want to go on a rant about, you know, current wrestling. That's not what this is about, but I miss good managers.
Do you guys remember Sonny being LOD's manager?
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
That was awesome with that outfit she wore.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. That was Sunny. That was Sunny at her
Hey,
peak.
do you even know who you're talking to, bro?
That was Sunny at her peak.
Yeah, we're all there, bro.
And we didn't even bring in Sunny into the discussion of LOD yet. So
Yeah, that's the secret. Yeah, it's like a
I mean,
secret.
it wasn't needed.
It,
I know.
It wasn't.
I
It
know.
wasn't
I know.
because I think I think that run as LOD it wasn't that good compared
No.
to the original one. Yeah.
Of course not.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. I mean, the mouth of the South. The best manager. It's. You've got it. There's a good argument for that
Heenan,
for
man.
sure.
Bobby Heenan, just come on.
Heenan was
Bobby
my
Heenan.
favorite.
Yeah, Bobby
from
Heenan
back
is
in the
up there,
day.
man.
Bobby
Yeah.
Heenan.
I would actually go with Paul Heyman.
Heyman, Jim Cornette. Listen, that's a totally different list for another night.
That's
Right,
that's
right.
a whole new bracket. right there, guys.
Manager's a different
That is
thing.
yeah.
Great conversation. So
Yep.
we'll
Yeah.
save that. You know,
All
you
right,
got
we could stop it here.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, stop the poll.
All right.
77% New Age Outlaws from the chat.
All right, who is voting for the Twin Towers in panel? Raise your hand.
Sorry, fellas.
Well,
This is
the
unanimous.
dance could only get him so far. A little shuffle. All right. Well, we move forward. Road Dogg and Mr. Ass move forward.
Booby the brain.
Booby the brain.
I don't know
All
if that
right.
was a- that was a
Harlem
great
Heat
typo,
versus
Sean.
Eminem.
Oh, dude, this is a no-brainer.
I love sensational. I love Harlem Heat, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The infamous promo with Booker T with the is the best, and it's I Booker
Yeah, the
T.
point is,
is-
do you like it more than Melina's entrance?
I don't know. That's tough. Who's this is one of the ones, Shogun, where you look for who's the best wrestler type scenario.
Yeah.
Listen. Harlem Heat had managers too.
Yeah.
Sensational Sherry. She was
There's
great.
There was two. There was another one in WCW that they had a manager. It was the dude with the cowboy hat. I forgot his
Oh
name.
yeah.
Well, Sherry was the first manager, right?
Yeah.
I
LOD,
believe so,
yeah, Harlem Heat's first manager. I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah,
remember.
he-
or was she
he
the
had-
last? Was she? Did
I
they?
thought she was the first. Like it was early.
I thought she was the second one, not the first one.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. Did
they
because
have
that's
three
that's when
managers?
they were really starting to climb with
Okay.
when Sherry was with them.
Yeah.
Yes, and I love Booker T. All the things we've said about Eddie Guerrero, Booker T is very reminiscent in my eyes. I'm so glad that he got a chance to win the belt. I love Booker T, man. So I'm going with Harlem Heat.
I'm going with Harlem Heat on this one too. I love Melina, but and again in reality, you know, John Morrison is such a good wrestler. I feel like he should have gotten a lot more
Bigger push.
Than he actually did.
What? So real quick, if we could sidetrack, what happened with him, man? He had it all, and it didn't happen.
It's all the politics backstage in WWE, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see him wrestle, right? You know, I think he goes by like Hennigan or something in the Indies, and
Yeah, he shaved his head.
John Hennigan is his real name.
Yeah, he's such a good wrestler. Like he's so good in the ring, and like the fact that he was like a contestant to like win this this
The
thing
reality
and-
show.
yeah,
Yeah.
the reality show, and be a wrestler, Johnny
Yeah.
Nitro, right? And dude, he was such a good wrestler, and it sucks that he got treated that way.
The
Yeah.
shaman of sexy, bro.
The
Yeah.
shaman of
Tremendous,
sexy,
tremendous talent. Always absolutely in shape. Ridiculously athletic.
You must have run out of teams. No, bro, someone voted. For
I think he's
look.
bad. I think he was the one that wanted Paul London and Brian Kendrick on here.
Oh, got you.
Was,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that wasn't Ripshot that wanted.
That wasn't
Paul
Ripshot?
London.
Okay, my
No,
bad.
but nonetheless, yeah, no, and you know, again, you got 32 teams, so you had to come up with 32. But
Yeah,
I think these guys are worthy. Are they the greatest? No, of course not. But there are a lot of teams on here that there's no way they're the greatest. So again, Morrison was such an amazing talent. I wish I knew what happened. I mean, like Abby said, backstage politics. I could do it. Sure.
I mean, the biggest belt that he had was the kind of like the third level belt was ECW, that fake ECW belt.
Right.
He
Well,
was,
and
he
he
was
was
an IC champion too, though.
Yeah, that was they gave him more of the Intercontinental, but he did have a big push in the Elimination Chamber because he got eliminated by the Undertaker. I think he was like the final three. It was him, Jericho, and Undertaker.
Yeah.
And I think around that time is kind of where his push stopped a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, he was in Lucha Underground, and he did a really good job there too.
And he and Punk were basically running ECW WWE for a while. They were challenged up against each other for the ECW title during that time, which was a damn good rivalry that gets forgotten about. But it was fun because again, both of them very solid
Different.
wrestlers. Yeah, very different. Yeah, very different. But in this as tag teams,
we could really end this one, to be honest with you. At this
Yeah.
point, because,
Harlem
I mean,
Heat.
at
I mean, it's not close. It's not close at all.
no, not at all.
Chat has spoken, Avi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could let's end this one because again we still got a whole other side to go. 100% in Harlem Heat from the chat.
All right, panel. Who's voting for Harlem Heat? Raise your hand. Yeah,
Good
unanimous.
choice.
Yeah.
All right.
I would
Hulk
say
Hogan,
Heat-
we're coming for you. No.
The best.
Don't say that, bro.
Well, I will never say that, my friend.
All right. So this is one for the Outlaws, Funk and Jack. Or yeah,
Outsiders.
and then the Outsiders. Sorry, I'm trying to copy and paste everything because I have all the names listed out.
They'll never be.
2 for the Outsiders.
Now the outsiders, they're very reminiscent of APA, right? Where it's more of like the things they did outside the ring, rather than what they did in the ring. But what they did outside the ring we will never see again on that level. You know,
I agree.
throwing the belt away, coming to another, whole other fucking federation or company rather on live TV. That was insane, man.
Yeah.
So, and it made sense. The outsiders, they were, nobody wanted them supposedly. They got fired from WAF. Now they're in WCW. No one wants them there. It was a great freaking gimmick, man, and it really propelled WCW at that time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And again, that's when both Hall and Nash were able to completely just step outside of the gimmicks that they had in WWE and be themselves, truly just push themselves over the edge. I mean,
Am I wrong, or did they start where guys just the gimmick was themselves, and that push of just having your name be the gimmick?
They
kind of
certainly started
yeah.
the trend to move to that for sure. That was that whole thing with that, because at the same time they weren't necessarily themselves. They were, but they weren't.
Yeah.
They were themselves, and then as it progressed, they were themselves up to 11 or whatever, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they kind of, because that was at that time where the WWE was still full with, well, I'm Duke the Dumpster Brody because I'm a trash guy, but I wrestle. It's like WWE was obsessed with, well, they have a job. This is their job, and then they're a wrestler.
Yeah.
The Repo Man. So it was a backlash to that, and something completely new for the time. No one had seen that before. Hell, I remember when I saw Scott Hall show up, because Scott was the first one. When I saw him on WCW, I'm like, what the hell is going on? And the way they pitched it, the way they talked about it, I really thought that the WWE was invading them.
It was
I
wild.
honestly did. I mean,
Yeah, of
and
course.
I was old enough to know that this isn't real, but at the same time, they were skirting that line so well that there was enough to get you to suspend disbelief, to think that the possibility
That's why there
is
was so many lawsuits from WWE going to WCW saying that, hey, you got to say publicly that you're no longer employed with WWE.
Well, I think I know where we're heading, but we got to at least give a little bit of praise here to Funk and Jack. It was different era of wrestling, and these two guys were trendsetters. But they didn't have the impact that the Outsiders did, in my opinion.
People forget, man. Terry Funk was a huge regional wrestler before he even did the hardcore stuff.
Must see. Right? That's funny. He was must see for people to go to his shows.
Yep, he was up there with Flair as one of the absolute greatest legends of the old territory days. Sure. Now here's the thing here's my take on the whole Mick Foley and Terry Funk. I didn't care about them as tag team.
Right. Ripshot has a point here. They weren't together long enough to cement themselves as like a force, as a tag team.
Right. Right. I preferred them as rivals, honestly.
Yeah.
Than I would ever consider them as a tag team.
So I guess the Outsiders it seemed like they didn't wrestle, but they did.
It's true.
They did wrestle, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
It was different style of wrestling, but they were wrestling for sure.
Right. And well, and you watch anything with Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash has said it a million times, and a lot of the older guys, and this is something I think gets missed in today's market. Those guys were smart. They weren't going to do something that put their bodies on the line for a TV taping. Right?
No.
They were saving the big stuff for the big payday match, which
Right.
is smart. I give them credit for that. I think that's a smart thing, rather than putting yourself into so much risk week after week, day after day.
Sure.
100%.
And I also wanted to put the Outlaws in here because I wanted an excuse to put Cactus Jack in his bracket.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cactus Jack is always going to be a legend, dude. He's coming out with a new Ultimate line figure.
Can't wait.
It's actually hitting stores
I'm getting
now.
that.
Someone picked it up. Actually. Yeah, apparently someone I saw it today. Someone picked it up at a Walmart.
Good tip.
So it's hitting now.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
So I'm gonna go on the hunt for it too, because I want one too, because again, it's fucking Cactus Jack, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, you can stop it here, bro. There's no amount of glaze I can give the Outlaws to beat the Outsiders.
I agree.
It's a perspective, endless fables. But that's the whole thing. The generational is going to show
Endless fables. I know, bro. I know. I would go for the Outlaws. I'm still gonna vote for the Outlaws if I'm gonna lose.
Well, sometimes it's not about the matches; it's about the impact, though.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. So Outsiders here from the chat, 77%.
All right, raise your hands for the Outsiders. Try Endless Fables. All right, Outsiders win. They move on.
Did the Bulldogs lose to the APA? This whole stream is rage bait. Look, I tried for the Bulldogs. Rib shot. I tried everything I could for the Bulldogs. Because
We did. I talked
voted
about
Bulldogs,
everything from how good Dynamite Kid was to their outfit,
Ripshot?
their music.
Where you at, bro? The chat voted for the freaking APA.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Ripshot.
Oh my God, this
So
is.
the Dudley Boys hit 1-2 for Demolition.
Oh no,
And-
that's
Listen, be careful here because I feel like if we don't vote for a certain team, we're gonna get crucified.
Oh, dude, this is.
There's crucifixion no matter what you
Oh
do.
no,
on this
I'm
thing, for
gonna
sure.
I'm gonna tell you right now my vote. My vote is for the Dudley Boys.
It's,
So
well,
3D, Doomsday Device.
Mhm.
I don't even know
what
these
it
guys
stands
were.
for.
I didn't
What about
even
the
know
what's
these
up?
guys heard up.
What about the what that?
Well, that was
I'm
just that was
kidding.
their own
I'm
thing.
kidding. I'm
but
kidding.
literally, they looked up, they idolized the Road Warriors, and dude, again, some of the best matches in history in TNA, in WWE, ECW. the Dudley Boys. Hands down, one of the best tag teams in the history of wrestling.
Bobby, you are correct. But so Demolition is I don't think Demolition had the longevity, obviously, as the Dudley Boys, but this is a crazy matchup right here, man.
I
This is a
think
brutal
again,
matchup.
when it comes to longevity and then better matches,
It's the Dudley Boys.
The Dudley Boys.
They just won like a year ago or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
and,
god!
and Endless Fables is right here. Demolition was Vince's
No.
answer to the Road Warriors because he couldn't
When
have
they
the
left.
Road Warriors.
When they left, yeah.
No. Demolition was before the Road Warriors ever came to WWF.
Yes, they were a clone.
Okay. He could not get them to come to the WWF.
So were the Barbarians or whatever, Warlord and whatever they got.
Barbarian.
Right?
Oh, what was that? Warlord and the Barbarian with was it
I
Fuji?
feel
was
like
the-
this is going to be an age thing.
Yes,
This could be
100%.
interesting.
This is an
This,
age thing.
this very much is. If you grew up as a kid in the '80s, you're going to say Demolition.
Well,
for
listen,
sure.
yeah, look, I like Demolition better. I like this Kiss gimmick, this Road Warriors gimmick, this come in and just beat the shit out of you gimmick.
Right.
But the fucking Dudley Boys took a 90-year-old woman and put her through a fucking table.
Multiple times.
I mean, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Bro, they 3D'd the hell out of Trish.
It was, and that 3D,
3D
is
is the best finisher.
And you got
the finisher for a tag team is that, what was it, the spike? Those guys like did the 3D but put the head through the mat. I forget what it was called. But it was similar to the 3D. The 3D is fantastic as a finisher. And hearing someone yell, "Get the tables," people still say it, like randomly.
I'm trying to embrace.
rib shot and go back and catch the replay of the beginning of it, and hopefully maybe you'll feel a little bit better. And I say that with love, brother, because I know exactly where you're coming from.
There were some tough matchups, and listen, we knew it was going to be Road Warriors anyway, so we didn't want to go crazy, but.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, if the Bulldogs would have beat APA, the Bulldogs would not have beaten Earthquake and Type.
Powers of Pain. So Powers of Pain were also a Road Warriors gimmick that didn't work.
Yeah.
Demolition was a Road Warriors gimmick that worked.
Luke just called me old for choosing Demolition.
3D dominated everywhere.
You and me, my brother. Don't worry. Yes, we're old. Just live with it. Just live with it. At least we're still here and we're alive. That's the good thing.
I'm holding up for the Holly Cousins to win.
Oh, Lordy.
Kyle, what's going on, dude?
I'm going to just...
Go ahead, Gaines.
Vote with your heart, Gaines.
Well, my heart wants Demolition, but
if your heart wants Demolition, vote Demolition.
This is a Rock and Roll Express.
We're not
situation.
using our minds.
So who had the
Here's the thing, too. Demolition was such a devastating team. They were awesome. Yeah, and it like we were saying, if you're a certain age, that it was just such an impactful team. And here's the thing, Gaines, you're from the Northeast, like I am.
Yeah.
And as kids, we grew up with WWF much more than even knowing a lot about WCW. At least I did.
Oh, I had that friend that swore by it. That's why I knew about Rock and Roll Express and the Four Horsemen, and there was always that one kid in the neighborhood that hated WWF and had you watching, NWA and stuff back in the 80s, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Who are these guys?
And that was me. Every now and then I'd hear a little bit about him, and I hear about Ric Flair. And I'm like, who the hell's Ric Flair? Because I grew up in Connecticut. I grew up in the home of frickin' WWF.
Absolutely.
So,
it was king.
Yeah. So again, and it goes back to that whole territory thing during that time frame. So, of course, TBS brought it out later, and you started to learn about that stuff. But, Demolition was the shit for us as kids until the Road Warriors finally came to the WWF.
50, and I know the Dudleys are better.
But the Dudleys, here's the thing. The Dudleys have got ECW tag champs, TNA tag champs, WCW. Do they?
Yeah, Demolition was only in WWF, right?
Right. Yeah, they were only in WWF, and
Dudleys were not in WCW.
Bro, look at the
grand scheme of things. And the grand scheme.
What about the impact of the Repo Man, though? Okay, so.
Oh shit, you're right.
He did go on to
right.
be the Repo Man. That is huge.
Here's the thing, though. So the Dudleys carried the same character from ECW to WWE,
which is cool and rare.
And even to like TNA, when they did their thing in TNA, they were very similar. They had kind of the same, like the stuttering went away, obviously, but that went away in WWE as well, though. So.
My mind's made up. I know who I'm going with.
Good, Abby. Freeze the vote.
Let's stop the chat.
Yeah.
So right now, Dudleys are up 58%.
It's actually close.
It is very close.
Yep.
So the panel.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, I'm taking a swerve, and I've got to go for the Dudleys because when I'm talking about better tag team, it's the Dudleys.
Yeah. All right, raise your hand for the Dudleys.
As much as I love Demolition.
Look at that.
All day, baby.
I had to give Demolition their flowers. Had to give Demolition their flowers. What?
No, I feel that, man.
You can't discount them. You can't discount them. But up against the Dudleys, I can't.
All right, the Midnight Express versus the Beer Money.
Jeez.
I mean, what Rock and Roll Express was, they needed a villain to go against, and Jim Cornette. I think Midnight Express was a few different teams, but this is like the team, and Cornette propelled them to be just as every bit as must watch as Rock and Roll Express. They were cool as shit. That name was cool. Their posters were cool. This is one of them teams that my friend had me watching, where he was like, "No, we're not going to watch, Junkyard Dog versus Brutus Beefcake. We're going to watch the Midnight Express." And I was like, "Oh, okay, this is."
Also, rest in peace to Tully. I think he passed away recently. I think like a month or two ago.
That sucks. Yeah, so Midnight Express for me.
We're getting aggressive in the chat.
Damn. Okay.
There you go, Chuck.
Listen, Robert Roode is probably one of the best wrestlers out there too, in my opinion. He is such a good wrestler. He didn't get his kudos. I mean, I think he became a TNA champion, but
he became TNA champion.
He did.
Yeah, in WWE, like he was there. He had that great,
he was there.
That great character, like that, like Flair style, but it just didn't. I guess
got injured, man.
He got injured, right?
Veteran.
Yeah, he came in with age, and he had a lot of experience that he could be a mentor and a teacher, but his best days were behind him as far as longevity in the ring, which was unfortunate because, again, he was an extremely talented guy who was in the very tiny pool when he was at his peak,
his
right?
theme song. And
He was in a tiny hole, Lou.
Huh? Tiny hole. Maybe. I mean, it's possible. It'd probably be when he was in his peak. I mean, when I was in my peak, that's what I wanted to be.
Lou was looking.
Now look, but Bobby Roode, in TNA, I feel at some point he was squandered, quite honestly. I loved that guy, but in this situation, again, we're looking for where were the aggressive comments when the Hart Foundation was getting disrespected earlier. There were aggressive comments, Ripshot.
There were.
Relax, man. I fought for them, dude.
You gotta blame Avi, bro. You gotta blame Avi. He was like, I'm not gonna let Eddie get voted out. I was like, okay.
Listen, Eddie, Los Guerreros, baby. Eddie Guerrero. Hell yeah.
So
he got voted out, though. It's fine.
Yeah, so again, this is greatest tag teams, right? This is greatest tag teams. Beer Money was not a greatest tag team. Beer Money only wrestled in, cool name, great wrestlers, but they only wrestled in TNA.
Yeah, they're not
right?
Yeah.
And again, back to the whole thing. Big fish in a small pool.
TNA.
Yeah, as a tag team. James Storm also showed up to WWE too, but
he did.
Very short.
He did.
Yeah.
He didn't sign that contract. I remember reading about that with a couple interviews he did, and he, Triple H really wanted him on board, but at the time he wanted to. I think he was a new father at the time and didn't want the travel schedule, if I remember correctly. So he went back to TNA because of it. But anyway, they were solid for what they were in TNA for that time, and they did really well for TNA in TNA. but it was a small little pool. They were big fish in a small pool.
Freaking James Storm over here freaking hitting people with beer bottles and shit. Kind of like Jeff Jarrett with the guitar.
Right.
But dude, that's what made it fun, though, man.
Yeah.
That really what made it fun. I loved that tag team in TNA, though. They were so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, even I have listen, someone said that they don't vote for the Midnight Express, the retarded. I kind of agree.
Really?
Midnight Express is a freaking legendary tag team.
Yeah, they're you know.
Legendary. Even Ric Flair wanted to wrestle them individually. They were great wrestlers.
Yeah, Bobby Eaton was
yes, they were. Yep. I mean, but again, neither of these teams are the greatest. So
no.
You know.
Yeah,
so for this round, yeah.
Realistically, these guys are not going to last. I'll be upfront.
Yeah.
So let's just vote. I think we're ready to vote.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna chat. I'm gonna stop the chat vote now. Midnight Express at 92%.
Damn. All right. Who's voting for a beer money?
I'm gonna give them their kudos here because I thought they were a great team.
I'll give them kudos too. It doesn't matter.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
All right. Midnight Express moves forward. Oh snap!
See, here you go. Here you go.
All right. This is
All right,
what
Toy Gaines. What's up, man?
I listen. So the Killer Bees, they had a great shtick. I loved it when they wore the masks. I love their names. They were a little bit of, if you watch their matches, other than their lame double drop kick finishing move, which I didn't think was that great.
No.
They were a little bit ahead of their time. They were high flyers when high flying wasn't really a thing. So this is a bad matchup for them, but they were very fucking underrated, man. But at the time you had Heart Foundation, British Bulldogs, you had big tag teams. So
right.
Killer Bees were underneath all them, but if you watch their matches, they were every bit as good as wrestlers. And that's where I will stop because they're not going to beat Edge and Christian.
Yeah. I don't even want to argue Edge and Christian because I feel like it would be a waste of time.
I completely
It
agree.
is. I can't. And there you go, Chuck. 100%. 100%.
He's not lying, bro. He's not lying.
So did Matt Hardy, though.
But you know what? I am glad, like he said, it's besides that really shitty tag team finisher, they were ahead of their time, and they had a really strong tag team division at that time too.
Yeah,
so
tough, man. They were. Listen, they could wrestle, man. They just weren't ever going to be as big as the Heart Foundation, and guys of that ilk. They're running around in little B tights. It's not exactly the toughest looking thing, but they were great wrestlers.
Yep. They were solid workers. That's about all I can say for them too. Edge and Christian are fucking legendary.
They are legendary.
Avi, you know what? Just freeze the chat, Avi. I'll give it 2 minutes.
You know what? Go ahead. Just
stop it. Yeah, I'll stop
we can end it. I mean, because
we're
going to be talking about Edge and Christian for a while.
Edge and Christian, 91%. 91%.
All right,
so we're going to stop it here.
Who's voting for the Killer Bees? Raise your hand.
I'm sorry, Bees. I respect
I called them at the Poughkeepsie Civic Center, and I think Jumpin' Jim Runzel gave me a high five, so that counts for something.
Oh, hell yeah. Jumpin' Jim.
All right. The Brood moves forward.
The Brood. Oh, don't ever call him that.
No.
Don't ever call him that.
Damn.
Oh, baby.
This is an interesting one, too.
Yeah, this is. We got the Usos and the Rockers.
Now, the Rockers, I don't think ever won a title.
They did, but it was off. If I remember correctly, they won the title, but it was never recognized because it wasn't televised, and there was a whole thing about it behind it. So it was stricken from the record books. Okay. Chat, help me out. Am I right on that? Something to that degree?
I think it was a flip flop. They lost it the next night over, but it was at a house show.
Right. They lost it. Go ahead.
I'm going to ask you guys, as someone who is not a fan of new wrestling, I'm not going to hide that fact. I try. The Usos push, is it organic? Is it real? Or was it company driven?
They're actually really good wrestlers, honestly.
Okay.
They're both are good. I think
they had titles forever.
I wouldn't go that far. I'd say they're solid.
They're solid workers. They have good charisma.
I think Jey Uso is a good wrestler. He's got
Jey
charisma.
Uso has a lot of slip ups, and he only does super kicks.
Yeah, they're super kick heavy. I mean, they owe in their entire thing to Shawn
They're
Michaels,
also
quite
like
frankly.
22-time tag team champions.
In terms
They
of
are.
like wrestlers, the Rockers
Paper
can
champions.
wrestle like circles around the Usos.
I was
Yes.
gonna say that,
I
but I
would
didn't know if I would be.
Marty Jannetty. I would question that one. Shawn
Marty-
Michaels for sure.
Marty Jannetty was no. Marty Jannetty in his day, when they came up as the Rockers, Marty was the veteran, Shawn was the green guy. Marty was a hell of a wrestler.
Marty just sucked as a solo wrestler, and Shawn was
Yeah.
amazing.
And the Usos, I'm not taking away their accomplishments as well, but
Then
listen,
he just lost
This
his
is also
foot.
true, I think,
listen,
Chuck.
the
Yeah,
Usos,
he actually just lost his foot recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Yesterday.
Usos were like tag team champions in the weakest time for a tag team division, in my opinion. Like it's never
I
been
agree.
that weak.
I
Now,
agree.
Fables
Yeah, they
right
had-
here. It was a Rock and Roll Express ripoff, but I remember the Rockers getting a huge pops, and they were big for a minute. So this is an interesting one.
Mm-hmm. And it's, there are a couple things to point out too. Somebody had mentioned longevity. The Usos, Dust Tape said the Usos, they were around for a long time, and they still are. So from a longevity standpoint, agreed. The Usos would have the edge there. As far as their championship wins, like you said, they championship wins in a very weak division.
Yeah.
So they needed somebody to hold those belts, and that was the best that they had to hold those belts. The Rockers were, honestly, weren't even that long a team, and they were never.
Their
the top
breakup
dogs.
was awesome, though. Putting him through freaking glass was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that was one of the greatest heel turns in history.
Yes, there was. That was in
And,
the barbershop.
The barbershop,
yeah.
The Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And the thing about it is that actually set the precedent and set the tone for that goes all the way up till now. Is who's the Marty Jannetty of every team?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Interesting.
My fake voice.
when is and you see it in tag teams ever since that barbershop incident. There's always that talk of when is the barbershop
My
incident
fake
going to happen
news
to this
might
tag
win that
team?
one.
Yeah. Well, I'm. This is a toss up for me. I know the Usos, obviously, if they've had the belts as many times as they did, they have to be doing something right. It's just not my.
It's not my cup of tea, but yeah, like the
Yes.
Usos, I think they should move on because they were a more established tag team. than
There
the
you go.
Rock.
There you go.
Mhm.
That's just it.
Rest
I
in
don't like
peace,
the
Marty
Usos.
Jannetty.
I will say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel the same. I feel the same.
I think we're ready to stop this one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and stop it. The Usos are at 54% from the chat.
All right, panel. Who is voting for the Rockers? Raise your hand. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I want to, but I can't diminish. Even though I don't like them, and it's not my thing, I can't diminish what they've done, right? And that has to mean something at the end of the day. So I'm going to go with the Usos.
Usos beat the Rockers.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
The Usos, the kids' parents versus the Steiner brothers.
All right.
Oh my God.
And the kids' parents were great. They're like, you need wrestlers. This is what's missing from today. Again, like weird shit that just scares kids. You know what I mean? Like managers that bring guys in weird fucking makeup. We do have Danhausen, I know, but so I love these guys. I love the Islanders, right?
The Wild Samoans.
Wild Samoans.
I'm sorry.
The Wild Samoans, yeah.
I love their shtick, their gimmick. It's necessary. It's a necessary ingredient to fun wrestling.
Ripshot, I don't think your vote counted just yet.
But the Steiner brothers are just powerhouse freaks, man. From Michigan, real wrestlers that could really wrestle in real life, but they just brought that energy and that fucking impact to wrestling, and I loved it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they brought a sense of realism to it almost because they did have a legitimate collegiate career in wrestling.
Yeah,
in collegiate wrestling. I mean, and not to take anything from the Samoans, but
I love that. I love that they were in wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Steiner.
It's different. It's different things. You know, one team's a monster and the other team are athletic freaks.
Yeah, yeah. Frankensteiner all day. Super K, 100%. I mean,
you need Wild Samoans in wrestling for the Steiners to work. You need the villain for the Steiners to wrestle, for example.
Yeah,
fighters against wrestlers. Yeah.
Damn, the Steiners. Yeah, they wrestled in Japan as well. And the thing about going to Japan, if Japan likes you and Japan accepts you, you know you're a good wrestler.
Right.
I agree.
Right. If you come over if you came over from America or any other country,
they want to see you wrestle. Right. You are a fucking right.
He's doing some Steiner math for you guys.
There's an 80% chance the Steiners had a 90% favorite and 50% that we will pick the wrong. So Steiners by 223%
at sacrifice.
You take my 33 1/3% chance.
Yeah, and they had the finish.
Love that shit.
Even to just taunt the figures. I know this is not a toy show, but the Steiners' ultimate line of in pretty much those outfits were really good. Mattel did a really good job making
with the Michigan varsity jackets.
Yeah, with the varsity jackets. Yeah, it's such a good figure line, and I'm hoping they made the elite versions of the older the older version of both of the Steiners here, but this tag team version hits home. They didn't come with belts though. I don't remember them coming with belts. So, but that's because they gave us a soft goods coat.
Yep.
Well, I think we can finish this one.
I think so.
Cut it off. I wanted to give the Wild Samoans some sort of representation because I like monster tag teams.
Yeah, oh, exactly. Yeah. And they fit
that's pretty much where they were. It's just like, if they had a match against some other team, they would just completely decimate them. Like, it's just like, it would be kind of like a squash match almost.
Yeah, but they were important for putting people over too. Yeah. Being that villain. Someone mentioned Captain Lou was their manager, who was great as well.
We got to write down 32 managers. That would be a fun one too.
That's totally a fun one.
Yep, put that down because that would be good to have.
All right, so Steiner Brothers wanted in chat. Who's voting for the Steiner Brothers on panel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured that one.
Steiner math don't lie.
No.
Damn.
Interesting.
Oh, this one's easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, tell us why.
I feel like Harlem Heat was more of seen as an unbeatable team in WCW. They were so for a longer period because they stuck together way longer than the Outlaws.
Yes.
So I gotta give them that. And I love the intro for the Outlaws, but it's just a personal taste for me. It's just Harlem Heat. It's just the more complete team. They were really in sync.
I like your point. New Age Outlaws was more gimmick and shtick and more fun. Harlem Heat is a real tag team.
I 100% agree on that one too. To be honest,
me too.
I think Harlem Heat made a bigger impact longevity-wise as well. They were around. Granted, VKM in TNA, I think it was Billy Gunn and Road Dogg, and it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same, and they were a tag team in a lot of different places together. But I still think Harlem Heat were a better team together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I can't even add anything else to it. That's exactly it. You guys nailed it.
Yeah.
New Age Outlaws was a show. It was fun. It was fun to sing along with the New Age Outlaws and all that kind of stuff. But when the bell rings, it's all Harlem Heat, 100%. And Harlem Heat came with their own personality. It's not like they didn't have.
Oh yeah, of course.
They had the speaking ability as well. They did very well. I'm sure he helped.
Right.
But we're talking overall 100% Harlem Heat.
Harlem Heat did have great music too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like their fucking tights, bro. Like their design.
The fire, yeah.
The fire, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great gimmick. I don't think they were from Harlem, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, Booker T's from Texas.
Yeah, so
It
doesn't matter. You get the gimmick. It was great, all around great. At a time when WCW actually needed stars too. And
Right.
This is pre-outsiders.
Listen, we got GI Bro. Come on.
We got GI Bro. Well, you think like, I mean, Booker T was a homegrown WCW star.
Oh yeah.
5 times.
Who went on to be one of the few that had a massively successul career in the
Yes, he did.
WWE at a time when WWE wanted to squash everything that was WCW.
I know, man.
They-
God, they didn't, and they pushed Benoit
He
too.
rose above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. It is infamous.
Booker T.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
I think we
Yeah.
can stop this at this point.
Yeah.
We
because,
can,
The
for
chat
sure.
is at 100% on Harlem Heat right now.
Yep.
Good.
I wonder who's going to win.
All right, well, who's voting for Harlem Heat in panel?
Oh,
Harlem Heat.
Yeah, unanimous.
Hulk Hogan, we're coming for you.
I think this is they're kind of like the Road Warriors on the other side. This has been unanimous completely for Harlem Heat on this
yeah,
side.
interesting too.
Yep.
Oh,
Harlem
this is
Heat's
a fucking
awesome.
hard one for me, man.
Wait a minute. The Mega Powers never made it?
No.
I thought at least one of
No,
us.
I didn't vote Mega Powers because I figured someone else would.
I didn't
They
vote
weren't-
for Harlem
And I left them out because I thought I saved it for you, Gaines.
I
They
know
weren't
I'm
a
gonna
real
choke
tag
on the
team.
Mega
They
Powers.
weren't a real tag team.
I don't consider them a real tag team.
No,
They're not.
100% they're not. No,
We
they're
can
not.
touch on it. They weren't a real tag team. It was to sell a pay-per-view. It was fun. It was to catapult Hogan again into the spotlight. But it was fun to see. I'm not going to deny that. But
Yep.
weren't a real tag team.
They weren't real. I agree with that, and that's why we again Shogun and I talked about Mega Powers because we did a draft separately.
Yeah.
Because instead of picking 8 at a time, we were like, "Hey, how about we just get online right now? And we pick one by one, like a draft
Right.
style."
In fact, me and Jerk have been together longer as a show than the Mega Powers were as a tag team.
Yes, very much so.
Who's the real Mega Powers?
We're the real Mega Powers. 2 years.
All right. It's surprising. I'm actually surprised in the chat to see 80% on Dudley Boys right now. To be honest with you,
Correct.
but
I think because it's more of in-ring work than outside gimmick and shtick for the Dudley Boys. Their body of work is the ring. For the outsiders, their body of work is promos, and they were the king of promos and selling a T-shirt, which is awesome. We all loved it. But
Dust tapes. That was another one I wanted to put on. I
Yep.
was thinking about that.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with Gaines.
I agree with
Go
you,
Gaines.
Gaines. I completely agree with you. I think when it comes to Impact and the best matches, Dudley Boys are way beyond
Yes.
the outsiders. Now, Impact on wrestling history outside of the ring, NWO. was
See, here's the thing, though.
monumental.
We were talking about this earlier, Abby, like last week or something. So I think if we would have done greatest stable of all time, the Outsiders would be a little bit more ahead of the Dudley Boys.
yeah, so stables, yes, you'd have the Four Horsemen, the NWO. Yeah,
There's-
That's
I mean,
different.
again, that's another show we're gonna do in the future, like the greatest staples.
Heart
right?
Foundation.
Yeah, Heart Foundation, the Dudleys. Because again, there's not just 2. There's like 6.
Right, and that's
Yeah,
why
the Main Event Mafia, Bullet Club, all those,
Yeah.
all of them.
So many. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no denying. Again, the accolades.
Mean
are
Street
there.
Posse, Lou. I mean, come on.
Oh my God! Yeah, the Mean Street Posse. God, hate
I mean, the
it.
Outsiders, they wrestled mostly against Sting and Lex Luger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
the Steiners.
they
as
wrestled
well.
Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
They wrestled Harlem Heat, I believe. But
Yeah.
but again,
Yeah.
the Outsiders were definitely not the greatest tag team of all time.
No,
And the Dudleys have much bigger claim to that title.
Endless
Then-
Fables. That's a crazy statement. That's funny.
Outsiders was a copy of the Bullet Club. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it.
Outsiders was
but-
a copy of the Bullet Club. Okay.
But yeah, the Dudleys. The Dudleys have the accolades. Yeah,
Yep.
there's no denying it. All over. So can we kill this one? Move on.
I think we
Yeah.
can kill this one. I think
Yeah.
it's time. Let's say Dudley's at 79%.
All right,
What's up,
chat.
chat?
Who's voting for the
Chat,
Outsiders?
please.
Raise your hand.
The
Was this
Outsiders? No.
I'm voting for the
No.
Outsiders.
There you go.
They deserve their flowers, but I think Dudleys are a better team.
Yeah, I'll give him one.
Yeah, Dudley.
Oh, there's-
Just,
The Dudley boys move on.
I mean, the
shit.
Dudleys wrestled from childhood as brothers, you guys.
Right, was it Midnight Express and ENC?
Chad might not agree, but I feel like this one's a hard one.
it's a hard
Midnight,
one.
Midnight.
I'm going Midnight.
This
This
is
is tough.
I'm doing Edge and Christian, man.
Midnight Express carried Southern Wrestling for a while. I don't think Edge and Christian ever carried the WWF in their time as good as they were. So
During the hype of the
I
'90s, or I guess the '90s and 2000s tag team, they were the ones that won most of the belts and won most of the matches, and they carried. And then you have with the ENC with Kurt Angle, that was hilarious too. Like they had the mic work, they had also like some of the greatest
They're
matches.
fun.
And then we had rated R Edge. Rated R.
Yeah, but that wasn't tag.
That was a split. That was a split.
That was a split, but again, we got some great stuff out of this tag team. They
Well, the
started with the
10-second
Brood.
pose for those of you with flash photography.
Yeah.
I
10
think you
second
know me.
pose.
I think you know me.
But listen, man, like Toy Gangs is like I said earlier, defending like some of these like 80s and 70s tag teams. These guys were like top tag teams in the territory days when tag team wrestling was at its peak, at its strongest. And I'm just like, dude, it feels weird to vote against the Midnight Express in a tag team bracket.
That's,
I agree.
Yeah, that's the challenge. Absolutely.
Even if I fucking love Edge and Christian with the TLC matches, but in terms of just like this pure tag team, like these guys needed each other. These guys were great wrestlers by themselves, but just together, like amplified them like by miles. Edge and Christian, they were great together as well, obviously, but they went on to do their own thing pretty successfully too.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree
Yes.
with that. Even
It
the
took them a bit.
Briscoes did not make the list.
No.
Yeah, Briscoes did not make the list. And that's the thing. Edge and Christian both were able to have very successful singles careers outside of each other. But they're similar to the Hardys, and they come back to each other every time after a certain amount of time. They end up teaming back up. Sheiky baby.
yeah, no Volkov and Sheik, no Beefcake and
Oh my
What's
God,
his
who
name?
Beefcake tag with?
Greg the Hammer Valentine. They were great.
Oh,
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I forgot.
I mean,
about
again,
listen,
there was only
there's
32
tons.
slots, and
We
we
could
all
have
got
been
eight.
here till midnight. Yeah.
Yeah, we all
Right.
got 8 spots each, right?
I mean, the Midnight Express had the better manager, while the freaking Edge and Christian had Gangrel.
That's what I'm going with too. Like
Yeah, Cornette for
Cornette.
sure. Yep. It's tough. I have a very difficult time voting against Edge and Christian because I love both of them. I really do. But yeah, Vince thought Christian was ugly, basically. That's the rumors that I've read.
Yeah.
weird guy.
Oh yeah, Vince was a strange one. He
And
hated
just like
Christian's face.
with Midnight Express, it's just weird to vote against them in a tag team. Like they'll get to a point where I do have to vote against them,
Yeah,
this
but not now.
Not now.
Yeah,
No.
I'm with you, Shogun, and the chat is with us as well. So let's.
Oh, really? That's a
I think we should end this now.
yeah.
So I'm going to stop the poll. The Midnight Express has 63% from the chat.
That's fucking surprising. All right, who is voting for the Midnight Express on panel?
Oh,
look, the swerve.
It's tough. It's
he
tough.
thought about it. He thought about it.
Yeah, I
Midnight Express was forward.
yeah.
See, chat, we give love to the old teams, bro. It's not all 90s and early 2000s.
Right. I mean, Legion of Doom's winning tonight. Just relax, guys. Wait, no Stinger and Luger. Again, another one that
Dude, I debated
no
about
Stinger
that
and
one.
Luger.
Yeah, we
and no
debated
Mega
about that
Powers.
one off
Yeah.
stream.
I
And
feel
Stinger-
a good rule of thumb is for your tag team to have a name too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Some of them didn't, but I was like, yeah.
I like it when a tag team has a name that is catchy. That helps the whole, the whole recipe for a tag team. The costumes, the ring music, the manager, the name.
Yeah.
FTR was also honorable mention, thus tape. That FTR was on our list.
Yeah, FTR. Yeah, we were debating about a lot of stuff, dude. There was a lot of teams that were.
See,
feel like
this
should
is
have
an
been on
excellent
the
point. Edge and Christian was a copy of Edge and Christian.
That's also why I didn't want to vote for them, because it is. It's a repeat.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, so it's gonna give us extra time. Well, this was easy. This was an easy one. This is the easiest one on this side of the bracket.
Yes, it is.
I'm loving Rib Shot tonight. If the Steiners lose to the Usos, I'm reporting this channel. Hey, look, I will go ahead and help you report this channel if the Steiners lose to the fucking Usos.
They are not going to lose to the Usos. This is an easy one. The Steiner brothers.
Even if Abi fucking votes with all his soul for the Usos, there's no chance in hell I'm clicking the fucking Usos picture.
No. I don't care how many times they won the titles or how long they've had the belts for.
John Tuo, the skyscrapers, they're on the other bracket, the other side. They got eliminated. They made it far though.
The skyscrapers weren't on there.
They weren't on there?
No, skyscrapers weren't on this.
Tripping.
I'm
thinking about the natural disasters. I'm sorry.
Is that Big John Studd and Andre?
Yeah, the skyscrapers were oh my god. No, it was who was it? It was Dan Spivey. It was Dan Spivey.
No, it was the freaking Undertaker. It was the Undertaker
and Mark
Calloway and
Dan Spivey and
It's so wrong.
no, it was Mark Calloway and Sid Vicious.
No, not Sid.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Dan Spivey.
It was Sid Vicious.
It was Sid Vicious.
Yep.
And Spivey and Dan Spivey. I was half right and you were all wrong.
That's right.
So if you take my 33% and put it with your 25%,
was
we're
Dan Spivey,
winning.
right.
And I've got another 15% because you didn't know what you were talking about. What?
That's right. Yeah, it was Spivey. No, they didn't make it on there. They were on the honorable mention list though.
Yeah.
But listen, I will say this right now: the chat is 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we were talking about.
Oh yeah, this is an easy
We were
one.
just waiting for you to come back. This is just a formality.
You can cut it off, bro.
Guys, let's stop it. Yeah, I've been back for a little bit. I was just behind the chat. All right, who's everyone voting for?
Steiner Brothers. Steiner Brothers.
Steiners, yeah, all day.
Yeah, I mean, we nearly got reported, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
For what?
If we picked the Usos, we were going to get reported.
Come on, chat.
That's another one. That's another one that was kind of thrown together. We were kind of talking about rib shot. Andre and Haku was not on this list.
No.
Don't vote yet, chat. Don't vote.
Yeah. I could see I have a difficult as far as greatest Andre and Haku.
No.
There's no way.
They wouldn't. That's why we didn't put them on. Actually, we thought about that one too.
Yeah,
I mean, they wouldn't make it far.
No,
two greats by no question whatsoever. Two great wrestlers, but not a great tag team.
No,
one for Harlem Heat, two for the Dudley Boys.
I'm going. This is go ahead, Gaines.
This is a tough one.
See, you have the Gaines on. Did you see his face paint? Come on, bro.
I'm not Gaines tonight. I'm the third member of the Road Warriors.
He's the third member of the Road Warriors.
Yeah, man.
Morris Briscoe again. There's so many legendary teams out there, man. We had to cut it off at 32.
Yeah, we have to, and it's just like everybody. What comes to mind at the time when we pick it, also, it's like sometimes we're not thinking of certain teams.
Yeah. I mean, we are not professionals.
Going
Chuck,
off.
I like what Chuck is saying here. The finishers for a tag team finisher is very key in all this, and the Dudleys take it here.
Yeah,
I mean, the Harlem Heat had a tag team finisher, didn't they?
Yes,
they did.
Yeah,
Asian 68 said wrestling Gaines' wrestling name is pretty interesting. Is that true?
Roadhead.
All right, what is it? Bring it up.
Roadhead.
Yes. Yes, that was 1992. I got that name because I was. You knew if the girl was worth keeping around if she gave you Roadhead on a long trip, of course.
Yes.
If you're going over 60 miles, you got to get Roadhead, on a trip.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh man, I love both these teams, bro.
I do too. I like the Dudley shtick a little more.
I like the Dudleys more.
Oh, you look like Piper.
Made it 6 with the
Oh, Lordy. I saw the red half only. I didn't know Red Wings and was Chips, good Lord. This is, again, this kind of comes back down to, like you said, first off, the finisher, right? And the Dudleys win on the finisher in this.
And they were
in this one. And then Harlem Heat was a short amount of time overall in comparison to the Dudleys.
Yep.
They did not have the longevity.
I mean, they were only in WCW, so
They
What's
were
that?
only in WCW. Yeah,
Yep.
they were only a WCW tag team.
Right.
Dudley Boys were 3-4 promotions easy.
Yep.
What did the brother
Stevie
What-
or
Stevie Ray.
Stevie Ray went on to be on like NWO or something too, right?
yeah,
And then they did Harlem Heat version 2.0 with Ahmed Johnson after Ahmed
Big
Johnson
T.
put on
It's
a
Big T.
lot of freaking weight.
Big T.
And they
Big
put
T.
him as Big T. Oh god, that was
And that diminishes the value of the tag team. Where the Dudley
that
Boys
failed pretty quickly though.
yeah.
going with the
I mean,
Dudley Boys.
well, technically, they did do a 2.0 Dudley Boys in WWE with Bubba Ray and Spike.
I mean, there's been multiple different versions of the Dudleys, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
that is
remember,
true.
Dudley's
You had,
an
Like
you had-
Dudley was always a part of that team. Even
Yeah, the main nexus of the Dudleys has always stayed the same.
yeah.
Exactly. I mean, in ECW there were an entire squad of like 50.
No,
so-
there was like 6 of them, but one of the original members of the Dudleys was Big Dick Dudley.
Big Dick Dudley,
Yeah, Big
Yeah.
Dick, and wasn't there a stuttering guy? Who was the stutterer? Oh, that was Bubba.
That was Bubba,
used
yeah.
to stutter. Yeah,
You had Sign
That was
Guy
him.
Dudley.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
fucking
been a whole family of Dudley Boys. I mean,
Well-
again, I do also appreciate CC Keebler being part of the Dudley Boys, or as their manager in WWE, because that was fun to
Taking
watch.
notes. Yeah, I'm going with Dudley Boys here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going with
me
Dudley
too.
Boys. All right, we can
I'm
call
gonna
it
go
here,
ahead.
bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. Dudleys are 71%.
All right, panel. Who is voting for the Dudley Boys? All right.
Unanimous.
There we go. Moving on.
All right.
Oh shit!
Okay, come on now.
All right, don't vote yet, guys. Let me get it in the chat. All right, 1 for the Midnight Express, 2 for Steiner Brothers, and go.
At this point, I've got to go with where I was entertained and excited the
Dances
most.
with Dudley. You're right.
Dances with Dudleys. There you go. As far as overall, again, the Steiners were just such a phenomenal team. They were so athletic. They were just
Power.
They had it. They had it. They had the power. They had the look, the style, everything. Midnight Express had a lot of talent and Jim Cornette, but it was the Steiner brothers. I got to go with the Steiner brothers. I can't
I agree with that.
not.
No,
Does change? I think it does because it was such a pivotal. It was such an important part of like the whole like their matches. Jim Cornette was an accessory to their matches, man. Like him just sneaking, hitting people with the rackets. Him just freaking causing other managers to fuck up, and he was part of that team. Like straight up, he was a manager member of that team. Like
100%.
his
yeah.
Mike is definitely involved in that for sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, with Steiner Brothers had Lou mentioned it. Power, finesse, tenacity, finishing move. Charisma. The Midnight Express may have had a little bit more charisma, but here is where all the things
Against Scott Steiner.
I will say this.
That was before Scott came
have the big Papa Pump.
I'll give him this. This is kind of like heel. I mean, the Steiners were a better face. The Midnight Express were like one of the best heel tag teams.
Right.
So,
True. Very true.
But the
very
Steiner
different
watching them
taste.
beat someone up and just dominate was a thing to behold.
Oh, the
Go.
suplex machines, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Tossing guys around in the suplexes.
Yes.
the belts that the Steiners are holding right now are still one of the best looking tag team
Yeah.
belts of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think you can cut it here, bro, because I don't see the Steiners losing. I'm gonna vote Midnight Express, but the Steiners are not gonna lose this shit.
Fair enough.
I'll go ahead and stop it then. All right, stop the poll. 82% the Steiner brothers.
Yeah.
All right, who is voting for the Midnight Express? Raise your hand. Yeah. All right. The Steiner brothers move on. All right, finals for this side of the bracket. Whoever wins this one goes to the grand final.
Oh, jeez. See, this is what it comes down to. And what we were talking about earlier. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, pretty much, because
If this-
it was Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 1 for the Dudley Boys, 2 for the Steiner brothers.
Yeah, again.
Good luck to you all.
It's gonna make someone mad no matter what.
Yeah, no, that's the truth behind it. It is.
I'm taking the timer off for this one because this was a really tough one. Like this one we can spend time talking about it because it's gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm.
I would say they both are legendary tag teams, regardless.
Yes.
But one again was in the 80s and 90s versus more.
Yeah.
I would say the Dudleys are longer than the Steiner brothers.
They are.
They are. Yeah, they've been around
I
longer, or collectively.
Yeah, collectively.
Had a longer
I
career.
think they've also won more belts.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
far. The Steiners won WCW. They won. Well, did they win as Steiner Brothers in New Japan? They may have.
They did.
Or in Japan. But nonetheless, the Dudleys won all over the world, including Japan, I believe. Didn't they win IG? Didn't they win the IWGP at one point while they were in TNA?
I don't think so.
I thought
I'm
they
not
did
sure
because
about
I thought they were
Japan.
carrying those belts in with them. They had those. They had.
You might be right because they remember New Japan does a lot of cross promotion at the time with TNA too, so
Yeah.
there might be a chance that they did win it while they were in TNA.
See, the thing is, I'm kind of leaning towards the Dudley Boys here. I get the whole 80s thing and the 90s thing, but again, Dudley Boys have been around longer. They have won more belts, and they've been a team together for a longer period of time.
Thank you, Evil Stick. 3D was the
there you
first
go.
tag
That's
team
what
to bring
TNA.
the IWGP to the U.S. There we go. I knew that was the case.
Yeah, it was TNA. Yeah.
Mhm.
See, I mean,
Yep. So
a lot of that
again,
plays a role, in my opinion.
Yeah, because each one of those companies, and again, it's not real. They didn't win the belts, but those companies had enough to consider those teams to allow them to carry those belts. Each one of those organizations felt that they wanted to have that representation.
Steiners, yeah.
Yes, I would agree with Poi.
I agree with
wrestlers.
Steiners are better wrestlers. They every move, the basics better.
Athlete wise, yes. I think the Dudley Boys, both of them, have better charisma.
They do.
Bigger charisma than Big Papa Pump?
Well, Big Papa Pump was solo though.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
He really didn't have that persona until the Big Booty Daddy.
Rib shot. Charlotte Flair's won more belts than Stone Cold.
That's true. Thank you, Rib Shot.
You're correct.
Well, no,
however,
we didn't have Stone Cold matched up against Charlotte Flair. At some point, when you have two greats going at it, you have to think about these things into your decision. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something has to win out, right? Longevity has to win out. There's something to be said for a team that's been together longer than the other team. That's chemistry. That's willing to work with another person. That means something. So let's say Steiner's had one of the greatest matches ever. Does that mean they're better? No. Does that mean they beat another team to get here? Sure. But now they're going against another great tag team. So it's tough.
Yeah, this is not an easy decision on either one of them. There's a massive argument for both for each team.
Right.
That's why these two are on the finals of this side of the tier.
Sure.
That's it.
Whoever
goes on from this
is a better in-ring wrestler than The Rock.
Oh, 100%.
Easy.
Yeah.
In-ring. Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. In-ring wrestler.
In ring.
Yes.
In ring. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our truth in his prime versus Rock in his prime. Again, because we could argue that too.
Yeah, and I would say this as far as even Stone Cold was better as a wrestler in WCW. The Stone Cold had 6 moves, so it's weird how wrestling works out.
No, you're right. So, Stone Cold was a good wrestler. He actually had a lot of big moveset. They just didn't want him to do that.
Right.
Just like
Right.
John Cena. John Cena is a really good wrestler. He had a big moveset. They just said, no, you do this only. This is all you do.
Do these 6 things, don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Persona that's winning you over. I love the Steiner brothers. I do. This is a tough one. I'm going to go with Chat though. So the decision for me has been made. If it's that close and Chat is with the Steiner brothers, I'm not going to go against that because
Gaines is a man of the people.
Well, it made the decision for me because this is so tough.
This is tough.
Yeah,
This is a tough
it
one.
is.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and stop the chat though. I think it's a good time to stop the chat right now.
Okay. I don't see no more numbers going through.
Steiner brothers at 78%.
All right, chat. All right, panel. Who is voting for the Dudleys? Raise your hand.
All right.
Yeah.
And it's a tough one. It's a tough
It
one.
is.
That's I in my
That's a tough
opinion,
one.
I said all that shit about Los Guerreros, but Eddie Guerrero is my favorite wrestler of all time, and always will be. The Dudley Boys are my favorite tag team of all time.
All right,
For
the
good reason.
Steiners.
Yeah.
The Steiners move over thanks to the chat.
The Steiners do move over. So
Grand finals.
And this
gonna
is
be a
where it
hard
ends
one.
for the Steiners.
You think so?
Hey, in my opinion, I mean, my choice is already made.
Don't
Sorry,
vote
guys.
yet, guys. Don't vote yet. Let me get it up. All right. So this is now the last vote now is for the greatest tag team of all time.
Now, full transparency here. Even though I look like a third member, if the Dudley Boys made it here, I think I would have went with the Dudleys. Believe it or not.
I would have too.
Oh.
I would have. Sure, yeah.
But now that it's the Steiners versus the Road Warriors, it gets down to who cut a better promo, and by far, the Road Warriors did. And you have to go with something that gives them an edge. All men here had tenacity. Both teams had a great finishing move, great gimmick, all that. So, Mike skills, I'll give it to Hawk. He's the best talker out of all 4 men. I'll go with the Road Warriors.
I wish I had more to say on this.
See,
but
I think
Gaines,
athletic wise, the
Yeah.
Steiners are way beyond Hawk.
Of course. Athletically, I would
Athletically,
say
they were way beyond.
Sure,
They
they're
had better.
freaks.
They had a better move sets. They were just better wrestlers.
the better wrestler of all 4 men is probably Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his prime, Scott Steiner was amazing.
I'm kind of with Toy Games because listen, if the Dudleys would have made it up here, because ultimately Chat decided that one.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat decided that one. If Team 3D was up here, I would have went Team 3D.
Me too.
Now I still
100%.
might just
I
out
would
of
not
spite go with the Steiners, but it's really tough. It's really tough, man, because I'm gonna go with Chat. Whatever Chat votes,
No,
if
you know
guys
what?
want the Steiners to win.
I'm gonna go with the Steiners because they beat Team 3D. And Team 3D or
Yeah,
the,
that's
Dudley
true. I
Boys.
could use that
The
too.
Dudley Boys were again. That was my pick for this. Like in the sense of like my pick, like I was hoping the Dudley Boys would win the tag team. It wasn't my pick. Someone else picked that. Actually,
Well,
that was me. It was me who picked the Dudley Boys.
Let's break it down. The final 4 was Hardy Boys, Legion of Doom, Steiners, and the Dudley Boys.
Yeah,
That's the Mount Rushmore, maybe right there.
it is
Right.
100%.
So
Yeah.
so this was a successful night. This made sense. That Mount Rushmore is perfect Mount Rushmore for tag teams, in my opinion.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. That is a very good point that you made. And again, there's so many good teams out there, and like it sucks that we couldn't bring in like Sting and Luger, and then some of the other names that were on that
And the
list.
Mega Powers. And
The
yeah.
Mega Powers. I mean,
Yeah.
again, we debated about some of these for a bit, and it was
He
just
did,
like,
but That's this Final Four is
Mhm.
my Mount Rushmore of tag
Yeah.
teams. I'm
I
happy
agree
with
with that.
this.
Well, you
I
got
agree with
Test
that.
and H, you got Test and A Train, TNA with
Yeah.
Trish.
Yeah.
You got there's so many that missed this because there was only 32 slots, and
Yeah.
I think the teams that made it into this 32 were certainly some of the greatest of all time. There were a couple that they were kind of probably not, but Big Boss Man and Hakeem, the American Dream or the African Dream, excuse me.
Did the Beverly Brothers have that? Was that they had the spike? Who had the spike? Was it them?
The Beverly Brothers? No,
I forget.
Yeah.
That spike move was
No headbangers. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, the Headbangers. Yes.
I mean, Raven and Saturn from the
Hey.
fucking flock would have been awesome.
Tito Santana and Rick Martel.
Yeah, the model.
He said low down.
So I mean, there's so many. But at the end of the day, here we are, and as
Here it is.
Gaines said, that the Final Four are some of the most epic, if not arguably the most epic tag teams, the most legendary.
Yeah.
So here we are, Steiner's Legion of Doom. At the end of the day, the team that got the most pop, night after night, after night after night, Legion of Doom.
Yes.
So that's kind of where it ends for me. We've gone over everything about both of these teams, but they are neck and neck close on almost every category. But at the end of the day, Braun Strowman and the Refs Kids are the winner. Thank you. Good night.
All right. Are we ready to end this? I don't see any more votes coming through the chat. So
Yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to end this one. So the chat now is at 71% Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to stop it here.
All right. Someone in this panel has the chance to do the biggest heel move of the night.
Power and glory.
I want to see if it happens. All right. Who is voting for the Steiner brothers? Raise your hand.
Come
All
on,
right.
heel move. Come on, someone
No
drink
heel
heel.
move. No heel move detected. That's fine. That's fine. The Legion of Doom wins it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Legion of Doom wins.
Again, it comes down to little things, man.
All right, Legion of Doom wins.
Legion of Doom.
But again,
he's not
look
sad
at
about
that final
that, right?
four. Look at that Final Four.
Yeah, that's it.
That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Listen,
Gaines, you scared Chad a little bit.
I'm going to wear this in bed with my wife, and I'm going to
What's up,
convince her
Rashad?
to let me lay her down and make a woman out of her, dressed as Hawk from Legion of Doom. So thank you for this tonight, gentlemen.
I'm glad you ever do this, brother.
Thank you.
No, this was a lot of fun, and we're gonna when you do your shout out right now, we're gonna go ahead and give you that solo layout so everyone can see that face paint.
Sweating my makeup off like I wrestled.
You are. I know.
It was intense. The bracket was intense.
The bracket was intense. I've watched this show every Sunday. I like what you guys are doing. This is fun. I love wrestling, as all real men should. We picked the right winner tonight, so I'm glad that happened. I'm glad we got our Mount Rushmore. As Hawk said, there's a part of a man that's soft, and then it becomes hard. I'm gonna try to get my wife to do that for me. Fun times. I appreciate this night. Thank you for this.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, man. Definitely appreciate you for jumping on, dude. This was a lot of fun. Lou, would you like to go next?
Sure. What am I supposed to? Oh, we're closing out. Okay.
We're closing out.
This was a fun night. I think this is a great time. I think we did well overall. I think the chat,
the
panel, great discussions, all great points throughout. And again, we had so many that were missing. Absolutely, I agree with you. Some surprises as how quickly they got dropped. And I get all of that. But the discussion is fun, and memories coming back up next. Oh my God, man, child, that would have been awesome. Gaines, we should have. You should have told me. I could have gotten the whole.
Lou, this was at 5:15 I'm like, you know what? Let's dig out spur of the moment, dude. I usually don't plan anything in my life. That's why I'm, where I'm at in life, because I didn't plan anything,
Me too. It's okay.
Nah, Gaines, that was sick, man. You really amplified the show. You made it more energy. You gave us more energy, bro.
Definitely.
Thank you for that, man. I try. I appreciate all you fellas. I appreciate everything going on in our little community. So tonight was fun. I'm glad I added to it, and I'm glad we got that Mount Rushmore. It means a lot to me. We had the right 4 in the finals, man. The 4 best, without a doubt.
Yeah. And I still love the fact that your face paint is rubbing off like you've actually wrestled a match.
No, that's the best. That's the best part. He's looking like Sting and
What happened to Gaines, dude, bro? This shit was.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, all good stuff. But go ahead.
Lou, did you finish?
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. It's been a long weekend. I've had a lot of fun, and it's always great hanging out with all of you guys. Toy Gaines, I don't get to hang out with you enough, so I definitely truly enjoy this tonight with you here. You can find me on Instagram, LucidaBase3. I'm here on Figure Fight Club all week. You guys know all the shows. Tune in Thursday night. Sorry, Gaines. As soon as you guys are done watching Gaines, come hang out with us on Taking the Shot, and we've got Quaid with Tide Realm Corsairs coming in to talk with us about the upcoming Kickstarter, and I'll leave the rest of the promotions to Abby to go over for the rest of the week. But always a good time. Thank you to the chat for hanging out with us. Great discussions, great debates. A lot of fun all the time.
Hell yeah. Shogun, go for it.
All right, jabronis, you guys got what you wanted. You guys got you wanted the Legion of Doom. You got it. And I really appreciate everybody that joined this panel. I appreciate you, Toy Gaines, for adding the energy with the face paint. Like I said earlier, man, it was fun.
Thank you.
Lou with the great points, man. Always making me kind of teeter. I'm like, man, do I really want to mess this fucking point up? Do I really want to vote against the other person? So it makes it entertaining. It makes it entertaining for sure. I'm not entirely sure what next week's topic is going to be. Me and Avi are still discussing it. But be sure to tune in at the same time, 6 on Sunday, for another Sunday Night Slam. That's pretty much all I got.
Hell yeah. Thank you to the chat. You guys are amazing. Again, this show is community-based because we want your input. We want your vote. And again, a lot of us are wrestling fans from back in the day, and this show was honestly why Figure Fight Club originally started a long time ago, and then it went to toys, and now it's back to wrestling a little bit, and I love that. And just to comment on Inzines, I texted Ninja right away, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what happened? Come on. She tapped out.
I know he was devastated.
Oh yeah, he was.
Hey, I was devastated, man. Go on.
But
right.
Sundays is our wrestling show, 6 p.m. Sunday Night Slam. Mondays is Decepticast, hosted by Talib and Anna. Tuesdays is our open mic night. We'll drop the link out. You guys are welcome to jump in. Just talk toys, show off any pickups, anything you're proud of, any customs, whatever. Just don't be a dick. Wednesdays is our day off. Thursdays we started Taking the Shot. Fridays is Plastic Journey. And then of course Thursdays after Taking the Shot, Talib does his live, which is a new game style show that he's been doing. This started this past Thursday.
Well, actually.
Yeah,
that's what it's called. Actually.
Yeah, it's called Well Actually. And then on Saturday as well, 11 p.m. Eastern, Talib does another show called Men on Films. You'll see 3 of us on that screen as well.
And anytime we can get Gaines on there, you'll see him here too.
Yeah, I pop in from time to time. I'm coming a regular.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Gaines, definitely appreciate you, Lou. You too. This was fun. Again, we've done the best male wrestler, best female wrestler, and best tag team.
A wrestler like Gaines is really hard to get on, the panel. He's very busy.
Yeah, you scrub back to the beginning of the show. I was actually in a tag team called the Cockers.
The Cockers.
We just wrestled women at bars. We won a lot of matches. So
they were an honorable mention in the bracket. They were close to making it.
Yes, this was a lot of fun for sure. And again, if people who didn't watch that promo from Gaines as being part of the Cockers, go watch that replay. Definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
You need to. You definitely need to.
Don't forget one last thing. Go look up Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
You got to message me that, Lou. I'll forget.
I will.
The moment I shut my computer down, I'll forget. Message
Me too.
right.
Me too.
Tune in to Gaines' stuff. Tune in to Mega Powers if you have it.
Hell
Yeah.
yes.
It's funny as hell.
Thank you. Thank you,
I'm
Shogun.
Sure, I'm sure that's the crowd that's watching right now. Again, thank you guys to the chat. You guys are amazing. We'll see you on the next show. Peace out. Have a good night. It's still early on a Sunday, so enjoy your night.
Sweet.
Good night, guys.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just a see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.